And it's just going to take me another minute or two here, and then we'll be ready.
Yeah, it says we're not in Twitch.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm looking at last week's chat. Like, what?
I just started it, so it should be up now. Let's see. See if anybody's in Twitch. I got it. That's one thing.
What episode is this?
472.
Okay.
Yeah, 472. Oh shit! I need to update that on Restream. Fuck.
Because I forgot to get out my notebook last week.
No worries. RPGrinders.
I'm worried. I'm stressed.
I was. I'm a little less stressed now. Oh fuck! God damn it!
Now more so.
So Greg, did you get that game?
There we go.
What game?
I tweeted about it this morning.
Yeah, I've already played through it and beat it.
What?
A long time ago. Why would I go out and buy another one?
What? South Park?
No.
Bulletstorm.
Oh.
Because it's prettier and it runs at 60 frames.
Oh shit! How much are they selling it for?
$15, I think.
On PSN or Xbox?
The Xbox One.
Okay. I might have to pick that up, but I have to get a TV stand, and then I think I can breathe again and buy stuff. We're live on the air. Hopefully, somebody's in there. No idea. I have to get. I'll talk about it when we start the show, guys. Hectic up until right now. I feel so much better.
Apparently, the Transformers games have been pulled from the digital stores.
Why?
I guess they didn't renew their license.
Okay. Okay, so we are live now. 472 looks good. All right. What else are we doing?
It still says offline.
It might take a refresh. Try refreshing, but I am showing live on Twitch, so we are live on Twitch. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. I gotta do this. I gotta do that.
There we go.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You can get with this, or you can go with that.
MXT is in chat. What up, MXT? We're just starting here in just a minute. Hopefully, you won't bail on us early today, like you always do. That pesky thing called work. Lots to talk about, guys. Let's see. Let's see. YouTube, and then we will be ready to go. Sorry for the delay, like I said. He saw The Last Jedi and he hates it. I don't understand that.
Who?
MXT is in chat. I just told you.
Because he's MXT. That's why.
I know he's a hater. Quit being a hater, MXT. Stop being a hater, you son of a bitch. All right, let's see. Get info. Get info. Boom.
I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason is because MXT is too conservative for his own good.
I think MXT's a son of a bitch. No, just kidding. You know I love you, man. All right, let's see. I'm in a feisty mood today, guys.
No, well, maybe he didn't like it because it didn't have enough Hulk Hogan in it.
Yeah, it didn't have enough brother.
Yeah, Luke should have used the Force to turn into Hulk Hogan.
He should have hulked up. You know what? there might be some credence to what MXT is saying, dude. Like I wouldn't have minded that. That would have been all right. All right.
I'd be careful what you say about Mickey Mouse. I've seen South Park. Mickey Mouse is very vindictive.
That is true. That's true. Let's see.
You ever heard of the Mouse House? This is a children's show.
House of Mouse?
Or whatever it's called.
The House of Mouse. Let's see. I need to go to my creator thing. There we go. Yeah, because all the millions of dollars we're getting from YouTube, man. Let's see. With our
people liking Kylo Ren, but older people don't like Kylo Ren.
I don't like.
It's like you don't understand. He's supposed to be this character, and it's okay that he's whiny.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's part of my problem with it.
He's really emo to me. He's the emo villain.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, MXT, are you?
Okay, MXT is just being MXT then, because he likes Revenge of the Sith.
Oh God, he's just being dude. You're exiled.
Revenge of the Sith. I don't like the entire movie.
can you tweet out break, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you. Hey, we have 8 subscribers now. We're up to
movie.
Eric, hang on. We're up to 8 subscribers, MXT, and I bet you're not one of them.
On Twitch?
No, on YouTube. I don't know about Twitch. I have to look at that in a bit, but I gotta do.
He says it's a legit favorite. Why? They pull a Yu-Gi-Oh moment at the end of the movie. It's so awful.
Fuck Disney.
I'm on the high ground. The field power bonus.
I like the new Star Wars. I don't know. I don't understand
he's talking about Revenge of the Sith. Like, I like Revenge of the Sith too. It was just like the last.
I'll say the funniest part of Revenge of the Sith is when Darth Sidious is throwing all the seats at the Senate chairs.
Wait.
It's like the last 5 minutes of the movie all of a sudden fell apart. But up until then, I was enjoying it. There's a lot that just didn't make sense at that point. Like, wait a minute, like, why is Yoda running away?
Which one is Return of the Sith? Is that episode 3 or which episode? I liked episode 3 too. I actually agree. I like it.
Like I said, I like parts of it, but I still acknowledge it's a bad movie. But even bad movies can still be entertaining.
I don't think it was a bad movie, but most of it was good. Like I said, just the end of it didn't make a lot of sense. Like suddenly, the whole high ground battle.
Spielberg's the reason why it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Look, MXT.
The sudden death and unexplainable death of Padme. Like, something like that just didn't make any sense.
I know. I still don't.
The part he didn't get involved in.
Yeah, I need to discuss.
He's right. The Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight was fucking badass.
Oh, fuck yeah, that was good. Ending. That was really good, no question. It wasn't as good as fucking Vader destroying everybody in Rogue, but man, that was.
Well, that wasn't a fight. That was more of just a massacre.
I mean, those lightsaber battles are all about being badass, right? So if we're talking badass,
I say his face. He says Force STD.
Padme had a Force STD is the name of the episode.
Well, some people think actually that Sidious somehow infected her with something.
Yeah, no.
Well, I've heard that he used the Force to kill her, Fury. I mean, I think that's a lot better than she died of a broken heart. I go with that one personally.
I really don't understand the Star Wars universe.
She was only thinking she died of a broken heart, but it was something else.
Force herpes. Yeah, Force AIDS, man. That's what it is. Yeah, Force AIDS.
Force herpes don't kill you, but you can never get rid of it.
Yeah, Force AIDS, man. You can't get rid of AIDS either, unless you're
or
Magic Johnson.
HIV.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we're ready to go, guys. Sorry for delay.
Maybe she was infected with Force Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, fuck. I need to do one more goddamn thing, man. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Look, MXT, I don't know if you're seeing this, dude, but I actually have to hold this fucking mic. I don't have, like, a professional mic stand like most goddamn podcasters because I'm so poor.
Maybe the next thing you can buy.
But I blame you, MXT. It's all your fault. Why
what the fuck, MST? Why are you doing this to us?
MXT, exactly. Why are you
told Frank's sister to steal his mic?
You know what? I've determined that MXT is the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the man that oppresses. So he's like Mr. Big, you know what I mean? Like he's the guy behind the scenes, like pulling all the strings. And in this case, you are the one preventing me from getting a goddamn mic stand, man. Son of a bitch.
So wait, he's the scrawny little dude behind the curtain, not the giant head?
Yeah, exactly.
He says he's the Donald.
How dare you, MXT? The Donald. Son of a bitch. We'll be talking about that asshat here in a bit. Actually, I have a new buzzword that I'll use for him when we get to that point. But let's start the show proper. Fuck, man. I'm so discombobulated right now. All right.
My allergies would bother me all day because guess what? It was warm yesterday and now it's cold again.
MXT, you son of a bitch! Just wait till we get to that segment. God damn it, man! He's stealing the thunder before we even start the fucking show, man. Come on, man. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. You guys ready? Ready to go?
Oh, I got it.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Here, I'll let you look at this pretty picture. It's not Legend of Dragoon MXT, but hang tight for just a second. I'll be right back, like 30 seconds. I am now refreshed. I have refreshments. I feel good, man.
MXT said you needed some Jesus juice.
Oh, how dare you, MXT? What, dude? Let's see if I can get some Jesus juice. How dare you? Freak Five's in there. What's up, Freak Five? Appreciate you being in there, even though, let's see, Frank is the emperor. How dare you? There is no way Trump is as badass as Vader. You can't make that.
Emperor, by the way.
Emperor. Yeah, it's Emperor. Thanks for the correction there, Eric. Emperor! Freak Five, son of a bitch. Alright, let's see here. Let's start it. Fuck it. Let's go. Oh, wait. We'll wait for Break. Break, are you there? We're holding...
Emperor would be like, beware.
Yeah. Golden Sun's a great game. I need to get that again. I wish they would do a remaster of Golden Sun for either the Switch or the 3DS. Because I tell you what,
I do it on 3DS at this point. Because guess what Camelot's doing? Mario games like it always fucking does. Because that's all they do now.
Which is fine, but man, fucking
Mario games that aren't fun because even though they keep trying to do tennis games, they're not entertaining.
I like the tennis games actually. I was actually a fan of that.
Golf.
I don't like the golf one, but I do like the tennis one. There was one golf that was fun, but I have a lot of fun with the tennis ones. You knew what I meant. How dare you, Freak Five? How dare you? All right, let's wait for Breakman still. Fuck. Breakman, are you there? No, he's not. So we'll just shoot the shit, man. Star Wars talk, man. Yeah, I don't understand the hate that the new movie's getting, man. I thought it was fine. Thought it looked good. Like I said, I only had one problem, and that was Kylo Ren. I didn't think he was worthy of being a huge villain in that universe, but Eric's kind of working on me with his logic.
My only problem with the movie is that they spent too much time on the casino planet.
That's the one. That's another quick problem that I had that sidetracked with Rose and Finn, but I don't know. I liked it, man, and I really like what's Chris Isaac's character's name in Star Wars? Do you guys know? I'm sure you fucking Star Wars nerds know. I'm more of a guy.
I don't think he's the guy that did Poe.
Look at Darky's in chat. Star Wars is a bunch of fan fiction shoved together. You know what, Darky? There is merit to that. Welcome back,
I think
man.
that's why Rian tried to destroy it all, and people didn't like that.
Yeah. Darky is back in the house. What is up? I'm excited, man. That's really fucking cool. About to start a new Pathfinder game. We get to start at 6th level. I'm going to play a druid. Haven't picked race yet. I'll go with dwarf, man. That'd be cool. 6 levels in, druid, or elf, of course. Let me... Because I find
actually that's probably why the original prequels were so bad, because it was basically fan fiction layered on top of backstory.
Flying squirrel all the time. That's fucking badass, man. So you could be Rocky and Bullwinkle. I see, man. Right on, Freak Five. I totally dig that, man. Yeah, Star Wars. It is a bunch of fan fiction, Darky. I just I like it, man. I just don't understand the huge like slobbering appeal about it. It's like I've seen. I fucking hater. How dare you, Breakman? You there, Break?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, let's start the show, dude. We'll talk a little Star Wars later in the free for all. Might as well. Let's get it started. You guys ready?
Wow. Apparently in the extended universe, Cthulhu monsters destroy the universe.
The extended universe lost me when they killed Chewbacca. I was like, they killed Chewbacca, I just put the book down. I'm done. They're just doing whatever they want now.
You think Chewbacca's going to survive the next movie?
Yeah. No, I don't. I think Chewbacca
I don't... Well, at the rate they're going, I don't think so. Dude, they just seem to want to kill everybody for no reason.
You know what? The one that may survive it all might be Chewbacca, because you can get anybody to play Chewbacca, and those things they live forever, don't they?
Well, it's supposed to be really R2 and C-3PO.
No,
well, originally George Lucas intended those two to be his kind of avatar, I guess, for the whole 9 episodes he had originally planned. They were supposed to be the only really the big continuity between them. They were supposed to be the observers.
Yeah. But that changed over time. They became big properties, so in their own right. But let's see. Darkman says, "Hey man, yeah, the extended use of universe was cool, but at one point had Cthulhu monsters, dude. Cthulhu makes everything better. Come on, man." All right. Here, I love the Cthulhu mythos, man. Have you guys?
Kylo Ren is basically Jason Solo. Yeah. He apparently went to the dark side and stuff like that.
When we get to free for all, guys, let's talk Star Wars and Cthulhu. Okay, just remind me. All right.
Yeah. I think we've talked a lot of Star Wars in the last month.
That's all right.
Are we gonna talk about the 7 myths again this week?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do one of those this week. That'd be cool.
The 7-Star Saga?
Yeah, I remember that game. All right, here we go. Boom. And
you're thinking of 7 Saga.
Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Say something.
No, Super Mario Brothers RPG. Oh. Super Mario RPG. 7-Star Saga.
Yeah.
All right, hang on, guys. I gotta restart this real quick. Boom, there. All right. God, if I sound congested, it's because I am congested. Sorry, guys.
Wait, there's gonna be a new He-Man movie.
That's cool. I'm down. I love He-Man.
I would. They've got a new. Let's start the show. We're never gonna start the show if we keep doing this.
All right, here we go, guys. And 1 and 2 and here we go. Fail. Sorry, guys. I have to restart. I have to restart. My bad. I gotta change a setting here. Make me sound a little less loud.
Frank failed the role.
I did. I always fuck things up at the beginning of the show, especially today. I was busy. I'll talk about it later. Boom there and boom there. Say something, guys. Real quick check.
Real quick.
Okay.
Check.
There you go.
They'd probably get Dwayne Johnson to do He-Man, wouldn't they?
MXT, I want him to have a shitty cartoon tracing over him like the Hobbit anime. I like that. Well, it wasn't the Hobbit. It was Lord of the Rings movie. That movie gets a lot of hate, but I like that old school.
The Rock would probably be a great Adam.
He is gonna be Adam.
The Black Adam, you mean?
Yeah.
No, you said He-Man, like Adam.
Yeah.
When he turns into He-Man, he's Adam. Prince Adam.
I actually think The Rock could make a good He-Man. I really do. I think that'd be fine.
I mean, he's a little old, but he's not old enough that he couldn't be He-Man.
Like, come on,
it's not that. Like, it's just
he's black. Just say it, you racist. You just say it, you son of a bitch.
You never see him do like a really serious role.
He's black, but he's so light colored that he might as well pass as a white person.
I don't know. We'll ask people in chat. All
right. I wouldn't be against The Rock doing anything.
No, The Rock is He-Man.
I'm going to watch Jumanji, but I'm probably going to see a double header of The Shape of Water and Disaster Artist.
MXT brought up something like always. I thought back in the day, Hulk Hogan should have been He-Man in the He-Man. Does he not look like He-Man to a T, except for the mustache? Like that's fucking He-Man, the way he looks. Like I'm not talking about
in the bright, shiny head.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying like.
They can always digitize hair.
Digital hair. There you go.
You know who would be like an awesome one back? I'd say like 15, 20 years ago. Would have been Kevin Sabo.
Yeah. Serbo. Kevin Serbo.
Serbo? Is that was it? Sabo, Serbo, whatever his name is. But yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Chris Sabo. Yeah,
he's a little long in the tooth now too, but
he's definitely too old now. Yeah. But back in the 90s,
back in the day,
he been great.
Yeah. Why not? All right, here we go, guys. Boom. And welcome, everybody, to episode 472. That's right, 472 episodes of this show. And we're still not getting paid. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusted cohorts,
damn it,
Eric
I wanted
the Great,
to laugh so goddamn
and
whoa,
Breakman
what
the
is
Bold.
this shit not getting paid? What are you talking about?
Oh, no, the check's in the mail, dude. Check's in the mail. Come
Right,
on, man.
but I've been cashing
we
checks.
lost the mail.
I've been
Checks in the
cashing
mail, man.
somebody's checks for years now.
Before I was rudely interrupted
if
by
you're
the
not
crew,
paying us, then whose checks?
here's these jackasses, Eric the Great and Breakman the Bold. I'm trying to introduce you guys, damn it. Guys, we were talking little Star Wars, little He-Man, little what else we were talking about? Little what's that thing going on?
I don't know. We should have been doing a show, but we're instead talking.
Blabbing. Yeah, I had a little bit of issues before we started. I'll talk about that later in the show. Plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I can smell them over here.
Yeah, I know. Let's quickly run through this news so we can get through what we need to get to. But appreciate everybody in chat that's with us. Sorry for the delay. And without further ado, Eric, first story.
First story is that Zwei, the ARG's Adventure, which is the original Zwei, it's got a release date for January 24th.
Okay.
And it will be sold at $19, $19.99, so about 20, and about 20 euros, and £14.99.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you ever played Zwei?
But it says there will be a limited time 10% launch discount. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's about like $1 or $2 off.
Yeah, that's cool. Anytime you save money, it's cool. Look, Darky's in chat. Man, be still my heart. It's been a while for you, Darky. I'm glad you're back in the fold, man. Welcome back. MXT's in there. Breakman, of course, is in there. I'm in there. Eric's in there.
Well, why'd you say it like
Freak
that?
5. No, I'm just saying, you guys are awesome.
No, you were going like there's Darky, there's Dungeon Masters,
and then there's Breakman.
There's Breakman.
Breakman, you always think I'm picking on you, man, but I actually think very highly of you, sir. It's so highly, in fact, I will have you read the next story. Nothing. That's what I get.
Yes, that's exactly what you get. Coming to us live from RPG site. Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age launches for PC on February 1st with a 60 frames per second support and other additions.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's really cool, but
60 FPS might.
I was going to read the other additions. I'm scrolling down. There's a lot to read here.
Yeah,
so,
don't read that whole thing. I'm just going to
skip to what the additions are.
Yeah.
60 frames per section.
Per C-section?
Yes, for C-section. Ivalice will look better than ever with the game running at 60 frames per second. Compatible with 21:9 perspective, ultra-wide monitors.
That's cool. That's good.
Up to 3 HD monitors can be used for a potential 48 16:3 perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool thing. That's an immersive experience.
48 parentheses 16:3.
Yeah.
Colon 9. I don't know how to say that.
You just said it, dude. It's basically 48:9. Or 48:9 experience.
Okay.
That's
experience.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I hope the mod support will do things that fix some of the gamuts or add new gamuts, maybe make steel work better, and maybe cut down Yzmet's ridiculous HP count from 50, about 50 million HP to maybe, I don't know, 10 million.
Yeah, somewhere under 50 million. That's ridiculous. So the rest of them, New Game Plus and New Game Minus. What the hell is New Game Minus? Post-game content modes are now accessible from the beginning of the game. What the hell is a New Game Minus? You start the game with negative level 5 or something?
Yeah, exactly. You start
you could trip and you die or something. You're just walking through the town, suddenly your character dies. You died of a trip.
You're dead. The end.
Splinter in your toenail. What the fuck?
You died of dysentery. That's what I want.
There are 3 background music options. The original, reorchestrated, and soundtrack versions are now available from the beginning of the game. Or reorchestrated. Good. Maximize license points and gil. New functionality added to grant players max license points and gil from the configuration screen. Full controller support. Steam trading cards and more to optimize the PC player experience.
Now, I have a question. Did this game has not come out on the Xbox, has it?
No.
Okay.
No.
That sucks. Is it going to be 60 frames on the PlayStation?
No, because when they released it, they only set it to do 30. I don't think they can do 60 on the PS4 version. It just doesn't have enough power.
I believe it
with
can.
The Pro.
No, I believe it can with the Pro. I'm pretty sure it can, actually.
I think there are other issues with the game, like the fact that they didn't bother frame pacing it well.
Yeah.
There's one other thing I'm going to announce. There's a 20% discount on it right now. So
yeah. That's actually
not right now, but that when it launches on February.
That's
1st.
a very high selling point for the PC. Anytime you see the 60 frame per second thing, that to me that's like.
Yes, we know graphic force like you love that kind of thing.
No, that's smooth, dude.
Frames aren't. Frame whoring isn't the same as graphic whoring.
Yeah, well, I'm a frame whore, not a graphic whore. Get it straight.
Just a plain whore.
I need to catch up on chat here. It says MXT says he's glad he only works like 2 days at Walmart now. They have started fucking people majorly on the schedule. That's Walmart, dude. Come on, man. But didn't you get?
Yeah. Let's give you a bonus, and then let's give you a pink slip.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be glad that you're not part of the Sam's Club membership of it, because they just really fuck some people.
Didn't you get? I used to work for Sam's Club, man. God, I hated working there. I was a supervisor there, actually. Let's see. It says. So
MXT, do you have like a second job then?
No, he used his $1,000 Walmart for his year's pay, dude. Like his, that $1,000 that they gave each employee. He's using that to live off for the whole year, so he doesn't have to work for another year. Freak5 says I sound kind of racist. There's a darky in the chat room. Darky's been here forever, so just deal with it, Freak5. 5-cent whore. I am not a 5-cent whore. I'm at least worth 10 or 15 cents. Freak5. Dungeon is in chat. I should give a shit about 60. I could give a shit about 60 frames per second RPG. I actually do care a little bit. Not so much for RPGs, Dungeon, but yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like 60 FPS in a turn-based RPG doesn't really make sense. I mean, it'd be nice, but you don't really need it.
No, actually, I'm gonna disagree a little bit here because I was messing around a little bit with Witcher, and it's running about 50 frames per second, not the 60 that they tout, but it does hit.
Isn't that more of an action RPG though?
Yeah, but dude, I'm telling you, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. Like, I know, like, traditional turn-based or strategy RPGs, it might not make the biggest difference, but in animations, if you like animations and stuff, it does make a difference.
Basically, Dungeon Buster is the he describes
voice
it.
If
you look in the dictionary for common sense, there's a picture of Dungeon Buster. If I get 60 frames per second, great. If not, but the gameplay is solid, then it really doesn't matter.
I tend to agree with you. I'm actually a little spoiled, Dungeon Buster, because of that Xbox, dude. Like
the only thing I really care about is if a game has a stable 30 and a locked 60. If it's unlocked, fuck 60.
Yeah,
because unlocked games tend to be inconsistent.
I agree, but yeah. But I do enjoy it, man. Like there's just no two ways about it. Like it's just better. MXT says he had a full job at a distribution center for the sheet stores. They're mainly in Ohio, Virginia, and North Carolina for the past 3 years. I mainly only stayed at Walmart because they paid him under the table. No, because he liked two managers there. All right, we're going to go on to the next story. Enough about Final Fantasy 12. I wish they would bring out a version for Xbox X. That would be fucking cool. I'd buy that. I'd buy that for $1. All right, next story comes to us from RPG site. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition announced for Nintendo Switch. As the name suggests, this is a feature-complete version of the game. Includes all maps and characters from the Wii U and 3DS version, alongside all DLC content. Additionally, Link and Zelda will also have new outfits based on the Breath of the Wild characters. I can't tell you how much I hate when they throw in extras like the garb that you wear. Like, I don't care as long as the game, like Dungeon said, the gameplay has to be good. You know, shit like that. Like, I mean, if you throw it in extra for free, nice. But yeah, who cares? Really don't care. Let's see. Blah, blah. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is that Dark Souls Remastered is a thing for the PS4, Xbox One, and even the PC, because everybody knows that the port of the PC version of this game is horrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
But it's also coming to the Switch.
Yeah,
which is the version I'd like to get, even if it's not 60.
This is interesting. Why would you prefer it on the Switch, Eric, than the Xbox?
The same reason you want any game on the Switch. You could play it on the go.
Well, yeah, but I guess, man. But like me,
the game's not a highly graphic-intensive game.
Yeah, but remastered, dude. Like dude, I've seen games remastered on the Xbox. Like, I'm not an Xbox whore by any stretch. You guys know I'm a PlayStation guy all the way. But I mean, it makes a big difference when it's prettier on a different system. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a 4K either, so
I guess that's true too. You don't have a 4K TV, but I can see this.
Even if I did, I'd need a new couch because mine's kind of old.
Yeah, I think this game, like you said, is it's okay if it's on the Switch. It's not like a graphics super intensive. It looks okay, but I don't know. I'd like to see some gameplay before I'd make my decision on what system I would get it on. But if they come out with it on the Xbox, dude, then I think there's no question that's what I'm getting it on, and hopefully at a good price point. I'm not paying full price for remastered Dark Souls.
It also includes all the DLC.
That might be something to consider, possibly. All right,
but if you wanted to get the PS4 version that had all three of them, the trilogy collection,
yeah,
it's only going to be sold in Japan, or at least for now.
Oh fuck, man! Come on, man. All right, next story.
But the nice thing about these games is that they do have an English language track attached to them already, so you could just import it if you wanted.
Yeah.
Something tells me that that's like over like 100-something yen or 100,000 yen.
Yeah.
It's probably like 1,500 yen.
Darky says the Switch is the best, quote, excuse to take extra long poops gaming system.
Sorry, I mean 15,000.
That's funny, Darky. Dude, I never really thought of the Switch as an on-the-go system, but I can see that. Man, that opens my eyes quite a bit. Like, I wouldn't mind sitting on the toilet playing the Switch. That's actually a plus. Right on.
I've never actually played a game while taking a shit because I'm
taking
not on the toilet long enough to make that actually worth something.
Are you afraid you're gonna get poop on your screen or something, Eric?
That too.
All right, let's move on.
Drop it.
Let's yeah, exactly. All right, next story.
There's not a whole lot of room in my bathroom to put it down if I wanted to like take care of the other
that's
things.
A little bit too much information, man. All right, Breakman, next story, please. What? Are you okay?
I just
that's okay. I can do it. Next.
I don't know. No, it's alright. I'll read it. Coming to us live from RPG Side. I was just trying to type and you interrupted me.
Sorry.
Coming to us live from RPG
How
Side.
dare I interrupt you for the show?
Announced for Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Oh, this is good. God, it's becoming increasingly harder for me to decide on whether I should get a PlayStation or a Switch because of the RPGs that are coming out.
Also, the PC version has a date now, January 30th. This
right.
goes along with the relocalization.
Sweet. I might have to pick this up.
I know something about the relocalization that I can't actually tell anybody because I don't know if certain people are listening. That might be a problem for that person.
Freak5 says, how does Frank poop that he would risk getting poop on the screen? How dare you, Freak5?
Yeah, that was kind of my question. Like, I never once thought of that actually happening to my phone. Like,
you know what? I would be more.
What are you doing there?
I would be more.
You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm
sorry I asked.
How dare you? That's private time, man. I would be more afraid of dropping that thing like in the toilet than than anything else. You know what I mean? Like it just happens to slip out of your hands and then like.
That'd be the worst day ever.
It would suck. I think I wouldn't do that at all. Like I'll be talking about something similar later on. All right, not about pooping, but about screens and shit. But Dungeon says, I love the game. Have already played it on the PS4. Lacrimosa.
Yeah, but well, the problem is, like, some people want to play it portable, so this is a nice thing for them. But the Vita version is awful, and it lacks the content of the PS4 version.
Now, is this something like? Is it going to be just as good looking on the Switch as it is the PS4, or no?
I'm saying it'll probably be close. There'll probably be some textures that aren't as pretty, but they're still close.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, the on-the-go thing, I think, though, is what's getting people.
I mean, it's not like the PS4 version's, like graphically...
yeah, no, I know.
There. I mean, because this is Falcom we're talking about. They're a small company. They can only do so much. In fact, the games that they make on the PS4 so far look more like PS3 games, but they run at higher frame rates.
Falcom is a extraordinary developer. They are extraordinary people over at Falcom. Like,
from what I could tell, the footage looked like it was over 30, but I can't tell if it was 60.
Yeah. It looks smooth.
But that might have been in docked mode. Maybe in portable mode, it actually frees up memory and it can go faster.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, let's move on to the next.
Because the more resolutions drawn, the more taxing the system will get.
Let's see. The break, man. How dare you? How dare you?
What
disparage me in chat? Dungeon Buster says dialogues were awkward, but I wasn't too bothered by it. Still a fun game, and it's good news that Switch is getting it too. It is good news. I hope it sells well. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is about how Square is also doing another re-release. But The World Ends With You Final Remix is coming in a Nintendo Switch this year. And do you want me to read the entire article or just summarize it?
No. Just summarize, dude. What's the
basically, this is the port of the solo remix that was on smart devices a few years ago. Which, I think at one point they actually removed it from the store since it wasn't compatible with the new iDevices for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So they just took the game off entirely so they could retool it.
Why didn't they just patch it? Like, they could. I don't see that as being a huge issue. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I think you need to resubmit your game whenever you need to update your game.
Oi. Fuck. It looks pretty on the Switch. I wouldn't have a problem playing that game again. I played a little bit.
You could also use the Joy-Cons. But you can also use the touch controls just like the DS game.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like the controller, the Pro controller for the Switch. I think that thing's pretty slick. But I've not had any time with the Joy-Cons. They look a little awkward to me. Like I don't know. Do they lend well to games other than Nintendo properties? The Joy-Con.
Also, this game has like an additional sequel, so that's something Solo Remix didn't have.
How dare you, Freak 5? How dare you? You're exiled. All right, next story comes to us from Siliconera. New Yume Nikki project revealed as Yume Nikki Dream Diary. So, Katakawa Games and why am I hearing echo? Katakawa Games announced that the surrealistic adventure game Yume Nikki is getting a new project that today was revealed as Yume Nikki Dream Diary. God damn it, I just said that. And it has a strange trailer, which I'm showing you. You can check out the video above, which has basically black screen so far. No further information has been revealed for the game, but we'll likely get more when the countdown site hits 0 on January 25th. So this is a non-story. Next story.
The game's also... Shut up. The game's also on Steam now. The first game.
Whoa! Eric!
Damn, what happened?
Damn! Holy shit. What were you saying, Break?
I was about to say, didn't we skip a story?
Did we? What did I skip? Darkest Dungeon?
There's a World Ends With You story.
No, we just did it. You're not paying attention on your own show. We did it. I
was typing in chat. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
See, there you go.
Like I said, like I was trying to say, the original Yume Nikki's on Steam now, and you forgot to mention that because I did put it in the headline and the notes.
Shit. Well, fuck, I skipped it.
You could have turned a quote-unquote non-story into a story.
Really, Eric? Like I mean, an announcement about a non-announcement is not really a story, dude. Like, just do the date, move on. All right, next story, Eric.
Maybe if we actually played some of these games, we could talk about them for a bit.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair criticism. But luckily,
instead of being dismissive as hell.
You're right, Eric. That's a fair assessment, and I have been very unattached to a lot of these games because I've been in a bind with not being able to play games. But things are gonna lighten up this year, I promise you. So what do we got next, Eric? Let's lighten the mood.
We got dark. Well, I don't know if we can lighten the mood. We got a game Darkest Dungeon here.
Yeah, I looked at the headline and I'm like, let's lighten the mood. Darkest Dungeon. Anyways, go ahead, Eric.
which is a game that supposedly will make you very angry because it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's coming to Switch on January 18th, so by the end of next week, and says originally kickstarted in 2014. It's a roguelike turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring.
Yeah,
so you can have weird status ailments like insanity.
I do like this. I heard nothing but good things about this game, and I'm interested in this game. This is another reason why I might take the plunge and get a Switch first. I'm gonna get the PS4 Pro as well. But
and its 2 DLC scenarios will be available for purchase on release.
Yeah. Dungeon Buster said, Eric, you held up the verbal hand, like it's making Breakman your bitch. Like, seriously, like you. Anyways,
Breakman.
I know.
Well, was I yelling at Breakman?
Yeah, you shut Breakman.
Wait, you don't even remember that?
It was literally like 2 seconds ago.
I thought I was yelling at you, Frank.
Oh,
so it was like,
damn.
So it's like he's like Bison. Like
look,
to me, it was the best. It was the worst day ever. To him, it was just it just happened.
It just happened.
Just another day.
Right. All right. But yeah, I'm excited because it's a turn-based RPG, like where you have time to think about, and you do need time for that game to think about what you're doing because man, I heard it was a brutal fucking game, and it doesn't have permadeath too. Like,
yep.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about these games is the permadeath. But oh well, if the game is fun, it'll just be fun. God damn it, Breakman! You brought up Dragon Age 2 on a day like this, really? Son of a bitch! One of the worst
Dragon Age 2 remastered.
Oh my god, dude! If that ever came out, dude, I would just be done. I'd quit. I'd be like, fuck this. I'm out.
I'm not playing video games ever again.
Yeah,
that'll be the next thing they do after Anthem and fuck up Anthem.
They should bring it back out, but like redo the textures, the gameplay, the story. What else? What else is in a video game that they could change? The director, the producers, the developers. And then I might play it.
Just make a whole new game. Dungeon Buster saying Kirkwall is calling you Frank.
How dare you? How dare you, Dungeon? I hate that game, man. God, I hate that game. All right, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Fuck! I just bought Final Fantasy 15. What the fuck? Is there anything new? What are they...
Okay. It has all the DLC.
Okay.
I mean, all the DLC, probably.
I have all the DLC. I got all the DLC. Look, tell me if this is a good deal, guys.
Well, if you don't already have this game and all the DLC, then here's this.
No. Hold on. I didn't have this game at all, but I got it on sale on an Xbox Gold. I had some credit in there still. And I got the game and all the DLC for $30.
Are you talking about the Season Pass?
No. Well, yeah, whatever... all the DLC and the game
I'm
proper.
wondering if the DLC is included on the disc or if it's here's a code for the season pass.
Yeah, I wonder what.
They better not do that because that'd be bullshit.
I'm trying to see contain free and paid DLC. What? This is a Royal Edition, but that all it means is you're getting royally fucked because it says Windows Edition will contain free and paid DLC. So you don't even get all the DLC. So
that's sucks. For the Windows version.
But that still sucks. That's not a good selling point. Why would they even
Well, but I think it's because by the time this Royal Edition comes out, it won't be ready for the PC release.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Kirkwall. God, man. All right. I hope we hear more on Octopath Traveler soon too. Yeah, that would be interesting. For sure, Dungeon. That would be great. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story. is about Code Realize, Future Blessing and Code Realize Bank Bouquet of Rainbows. Got a release date of March 30th for the North America and spring in Europe.
Yeah. What are the highlights?
Bouquet of Rainbows?
Yeah, I know. Bouquet of Rainbows. That sounds lovely, actually. It sounds.
Anyways, Future Blessings is the fan disc, which includes epilogues, or proper epilogues for each of the guys you can hook up with.
Yeah.
And Bouquet of Rainbows is just a PS4 collection of both the fan disc and the original game.
Yeah.
I guess cool. That's good for people who like games like that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to diss anybody and they're like
How
games.
dare you? Visual novels are fine.
I like
right?
Otoys.
Oh, it's a visual novel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Rainbow Bouquet.
Rainbow Bouquet, man. What's wrong with that? That sounds really lovely.
I mean, there's like a bunch of flowers with different colors in it.
Like a bunch of different.
What about
colors.
a raspberry beret?
I would, dude. You have.
Never mind. Let's move on.
You have hit the jackpot with that one, my friend. That is gold right there. All right, next story, Breakman.
Okay, coming to us live from Silken Era. Explore a twisted pixel tower with 3 varied heroes in Astalon, Tears of the Earth.
Yeah.
Astalon!
Tears
of the Earth.
Yeah.
A strange tower has burst from the desert of a post-apocalyptic world, rising up before a trio of wanderers exploring a desert. As they're seeking a way to save their village, they have no choice but to enter, hoping to find a means to save the people. There's absolutely no other choice. They have to go inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Astalon Tears of the Earth is the next title from the developer of Castle in the Darkness,
Yeah.
and with players combing through a demonic tower using the powers of 3 different heroes. Arius the Warrior will provide hard melee hits, August the Wizard can blast foes at range, and Keely, the rogue is handy when there are traps and mechanisms about.
Yeah.
Trio will work their way through the tower's labyrinth depths, finding keys and tools that will help them move on, while they're also dealing with monsters and colossal bosses as they try to find the means to help their people. Frank just wants me to end this really badly. It'll be out.
Frank's like, this game sucks. It looks ugly.
No, I think it looks fine. It looks great.
Like,
It looks great if you like.
It's on the Xbox One X. Fuck it.
How dare you, Eric? How dare you, man? Like what? Like the hatred today coming out of your mouth, dude. I mean, come on, man.
Oh man, I should change my name to Mumble Man. What did I mumble? I'm sorry.
Look, I think we all need a little more of this.
I much mouthed that.
Yeah. Don't you think we need?
Anyways,
Go
the
ahead.
thing reminds me a lot of Dragon Slayer 4, which is called the Drazzle family, but it was released as like the Legacy of the Wizard in the U.S.
Oh, I love that game. I'm in, Aaron.
No, so this is like that game. Okay.
Games.
Yeah, I'm in. If it's anything like Legacy of the Wizard, that game was hard.
Beat that game.
What?
I think that's one of those games I need the Game Genie to beat.
It's really hard, man. It's a tough fucking play, but I don't think I ever beat it. But I
practice with that because that game was a little bit labyrinthian. Like,
it was
because there were like hidden passages and shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
I beat a lot of games in Game Genie.
Let's see. Freak Five says Frank heard he could hook up with guys and he went full flagpole. How dare you disparage our friends in the LGBTQ community, man? How dare you? He also says Break should change his... you said that to Mumble, man. I have no idea what that means. Darky says, why are my hips moving? Because it's fucking Prince, man. That's why. Man, what a talent. Prince. Fucking talented, man. If I had even 1/10 of that talent, I think I'd be making more than $1. But anyways, let's see. Breakman says, I bet Frank's boss was Mr. McGee. How dare you, sir? You're working on an Exile. Freak5 says, Eric is like New Eric. He isn't holding back his anger at you two when you are stupid. Well, you know, half of that is true.
Well, he's gonna go. He's gonna lose his voice at some point.
Yeah, I know. You better you might have a heart attack, Eric. You don't want to die young, dude. Like, you want to last at least half as long as me. You know? But Anyways,
I think that's impossible.
Billion years
already.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't. How many years? Billion, trillion? What is it?
Dude, I've lost count. So let's just move on. Last story comes to us. I get to do the last story. I never do the last story. From My Nintendo News, more details about Detective Pikachu heading to 3DS on March 23rd. Pokemon Company International.
Skipped something actually.
Did I? Okay, you'll do the last story then, Eric. Let me do this story. Let's see. Pikachu, a new video game schedule released exclusively on the Nintendo 3DS family of systems, both digitally and retail. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Let's see. What are the highlights here? Any highlights, Eric, that you know of? I did not read this particular story.
I know that probably the reason that it took so long to come out here is because they were waiting for every episode to come out because it was an episodic game.
Oh. Okay.
But sadly, this game has a run-of-the-mill popular voice actor, but they're nothing like what people wanted, like, which was Danny DeVito, and they aren't using Ryan Reynolds from the movie that's being made.
Okay. That's okay, I guess. I mean, are you excited? I mean,
I would like to know.
I still want to play a Detective Pikachu game though.
Breakman, you're something else, dude. Rabby Ribby's the one I missed, I think, right, Eric? Am I right? Wrong?
Huh?
Is that the one I missed? Rabby Ribby?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know what Chaos Freak's talking about in chat though.
Well, it says Eric's like, I'm not disparaging our friends in the LBGD community. Oh, I know what he's talking about because I said, how dare you disparage? I'm fun, and it's all love here, man. Just pointing out that you enjoy hooking up with guys. If you mean hooking up with guys, like never, like, ever having a sexual experience with a guy, then you're absolutely correct. Okay, Eric, go ahead. Last story.
Rabbi Ribby is coming to the Nintendo Switch as well, and Winking Entertainment, which is a Chinese company, announced that so they're doing the port for this, I guess, and they're publishing it, but they probably get international publishers to do like retail releases if they do that though. But it's getting ported on the Switch, joining the PS4, PS Vita, and PC versions which are already available. See, this is nice because the problem with the PS4 and Vita versions is they have two very different price points, and the game's already pretty expensive for a digital title compared to the PC version was significantly cheaper.
What's the price disparage difference?
I think the PS4 version is $30 and the Vita is $25, and the PC version is probably $15 now. I think it was originally $25.
That is a big difference. Like, why is it that everything on the Switch costs more? Like seems.
Well, I think another reason it might have done that is because they actually added some content to the game.
Oh, okay.
Which I think got put back in the PC version.
Oh, jeez. Damn, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't if you're a PC Switch owner.
But the game isn't cross-buy, so if you wanted to get it on PS4 or Vita, you had to choose between the two or buy it twice.
Oh,
so now you don't have to do that if you haven't bought it yet.
Yeah. I'd get this.
It says nothing about localization, but I'm sure it will be.
Like is it a platformer RPG? Like what type of game?
It's an RPG with like platforming.
Okay.
Quote unquote Metroidvania, because maybe we shouldn't be calling things Metroidvania when it's not exactly true.
No, I mean that's just it just gives you a baseline. I don't have a problem with that, Eric.
But anyways, but it's also kind of bullet helly because like there's lots of bullets the bosses shoot that's reminiscent of that.
It looks like a 2D version of Nier. Like how it had like kind of that, what I've seen from video. I've been looking at more video in Nier, dude, and that's very, very attractive game. Like I am envious of people that had a chance to play that on the PS4. I don't own one, but I'm definitely going to get another PS4. Let's see. I think we need a wellness check.
I contacted the publisher. Like, I don't care if the game's in Chinese, I'll play it.
Yeah.
It's not like the story is particularly good anyways.
Yeah. I think we need a wellness check for Mug. I'm afraid that Frank has him locked in the basement. Yeah.
I don't know why the link to Detective Pikachu is listed twice.
I don't know either. No worries. All right,
if you listen quietly, you can hear the faint screams.
The what?
You can hear his faint screams.
Yeah, exactly.
Mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear
He's far away, so it's really faint, but if you don't listen quietly.
Exactly. I miss Mug, Break says. Break, you miss Mug? Like, really? I miss Mug, too. Like, we'll try to get him back on. Like, it's just scheduling issues. That's all, guys. It's how it works. All right, homie discounts. Eric, you got some Japan's PS Plus games? Why?
For this month.
Okay.
What do you mean, why?
Why? Like, what are we getting for PS Plus?
We already did that one.
All right, so Japanese listeners, here's your games for the month. Go ahead, Eric.
Let's see. Arrow, which is for the PS4. R-Type Dimensions for the PS3. Starblood Arena. The Last Blade for PS4 and Vita. BioShock Infinite for PS3. And Disgaea 5 for PS4. Ratchet Clank for PS4.
Okay, that's cool. Awesome. So that's the homie discount.
They get theirs like a week later than we do for whatever reason.
Oh, I have one. I think it's still going on. If you guys don't have maybe it's not. Damn. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't a homie discount. But man, I picked up also. I had a little extra money after paying all kinds of shit. I picked up Diablo 3. With all the DLC for $30 as well. So, man, I got a full slate of games to play this next week, but I've been consumed by something else, which I'll talk about in a minute. But all right, let's move on. Eric, do you want to do your RPG? No, I think we already talked about some of those. The Twitter questions and comments break.
Twitter questions and comments.
Are you talking about the RPG Watch?
No, not that. The one later on, the myths yeah.
The only comment on Twitter is yours, so that's it.
Wow. Yeah, thanks chatters for all your comments. That's awesome. No.
Don't blame the chatters. Blame the one listener.
Yeah, the one listener. Actually, I'll have you know, we're up to 8 subscribers on YouTube. So we're moving.
Well, let me see. How many people we have in chat right now? 5, so 3 listeners.
Yeah, 3 listeners. Thank you to the 3 listeners. All right, reviews. You guys don't have anything listed there. I have Mad Max listed. I have not finished.
You beat that, huh?
What's that?
You beat it already, huh?
No, here's the thing.
Oh, okay. every time I turn on my Xbox, you were already playing Mad Max.
Dude, I've been tearing that game up. But I have a huge issue with it. I'm going to give it a review. I love the game, all right? It's an open world game, which I'm not normally into open world. I think I like the GTA games and stuff like that, but I'm not like this big open world collect everything kind of person. But Mad Max almost has me wanting to play more of those type of games because it's a lot of fun. But I had a couple of issues with it. I had a couple of almost game-breaking bugs. One of them would not open the gate to one of the main areas I needed to get to a boss no matter what I did. I beat all the enemies. I reset. I did all kinds of things. Finally, on my 3rd reset, I finally got the game to like reset that particular level. But it almost was a game-breaking bug, and that would have made me sad because as you said, Break, I put a lot of hours into this game, man, like a lot of hours. And there were some missions that took me forever to beat because when I play a game, I strive for 100%. Like that on an open world game, that's like next near to impossible for me. But I think I actually got a shot at doing it this time. So I'm still working on it, but there's another problem I have with it. The last mission, or one of the last missions, is a death race, and I'm terrible at racing games, and for the life of me, cannot win this fucking race. I can't do it. Like I've tried. I literally Break. You saw me right? Online, like
yeah,
all
like
the time.
I'm not the biggest fan of racing.
I'm not gonna ask Frank why you're even wasting time with Mad Max, and you could be playing Far Cry 3 instead.
There are some racing games I enjoy, just not
but
too many.
I don't own Far Cry 3, and it's not.
He's saying apparently you can stomp people with elephants.
I'm in.
That sounds pretty fucking awesome to me. So,
dude,
I'm in.
That's actually really cool because something in that.
It's just that it's a WB game, and of course they won't bother fixing it ever.
Very glitchy, man. Like there was some, but overall, I did enjoy the experience because it had combat similar to Arkham Knight. The Arkham series, the Batman games, which I'm fine with. I like them. I know all the problems and stuff like that, but I do like it, and it's one of the few games that I can play. I just don't like. Mad Max is an interesting game because it includes a lot of elements, and I tell you what, it's really pretty. It drops frames though. On an Xbox One X, it does drop frames, which is to me absolutely unexcusable. Like even at 30 frames per second, it'll lose. Like you'll be driving and in one of these important races, and it'll just like give you that quick stutter that'll. I mean, you have to be very precise with some of these cars because they're like speed demons. One of them is actually called the Speed Demon, and you have to like
Not every game on the Xbox One X performs as well as a Pro for whatever reason.
I know, and I don't understand. But Mad Max is a fine game. I like it a lot. I just hope, like, I'm gonna try after we get off the air here. I'm gonna try that fucking race again tonight. I was up till 6 in the morning trying to beat that fucking game, and because I wanted to beat it for this review so I could have another game. I mean, damn, I'm on a tear, ain't I, Breakman? That would be like 3 games I beat this year, which is fucking insane.
Are Far Cry 3 and 4 on the Game Pass?
They are not, I don't think. If they are, I have to get rid of like Mad Max or something to get it, but yeah. Far Cry 5 looks fantastic. I am definitely in on Far Cry 5 Dungeon Buster. I really want to play that game because it looks like it has actually an interesting story. In addition to the good graphics and all the good stuff I've been seeing in 4K on my TV. So yeah, I'm interested.
It's basically 3 and 4's story, but the context of it is more interesting.
Yeah,
than the last two.
It makes a little more sense, Plus, being the skeptic that I am, like, I'm always interested in like all the cult aspect of the human condition and shit like that. So that's really cool. Let me give you a score of Mad Max.
Instead of riding big elephants, or you'll probably be riding bears or like maybe gigantic hogs.
You have to be a badass to ride a bear.
I want a Dungeons and Dragons game where I can not only like have all the bells and whistles of a game like Witcher 3, but I want to be able to ride a fucking bear. That's a big old fucking grizzly bear. And then if they like do an expansion, do it in like the Arctic, like an Arctic setting, and I want to ride a big fucking polar bear. That's what I want, man. The Dungeons and Dragons game or another Witcher game where you can have familiars. Fuck yes. And then move on to dragons. I wouldn't mind a dragon familiar too, but
a dragon Far Cry.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a fantasy Far Cry. I'd be down. I'd play that. Let me give you.
Far Cry Primal is kind of like that, but not really.
Yeah, I need to play those games. I have never played a Far Cry game. I know Dungeon Buster's probably gonna hit me or something. Mountain lions would be cool. Breakmen, they would. You can ride a bear in WoW. Damn, I didn't know that. Freak 5 says. All right, let's see. Mad Max. I'm gonna give it right now a tentative 8.5, but that might change to 9 depending on if I can beat this fucking hard ass race at the end.
Or a 6.
What's that?
Either a 9 or a 6.
Yeah, exactly. Or I might drop it down to a 6 if I can't beat this fucking race.
Sorry.
No, there you go. All right, let's move on to our stinkos. Let's start with Breakman. What's your stinko this week, man?
Okay, my stinko goes to there was a local school teacher who was at a board meeting, and she spoke up her voice to complain and she was promptly like kicked out and arrested. Of course,
I saw that, man. That is fucking sad. Like, it's what happened to that one nurse. You guys remember the nurse that got arrested for doing her job? Like
yeah.
Like seriously, it's just they're out of control. Police are just out of control, man. Like I don't know.
It wasn't even like I mean, yeah, like he was abusive, but like the whole like superintendent thing, like and the school board saying like she's got to go.
Yeah, this is bullshit, man. That's like
they do not want to hear the voices of the teachers, and that's the way it is across this country,
not
just Louisiana where it happened.
Not only
you know when they ask you for money, there's always tax levies for schools and stuff like that. Yeah. It's because half the time, I mean not half the time, all the time, when you pay them money, some of that money gets siphoned off to pay for the people up top.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Which is absolutely ridiculous. Why are the people at the top, every time something happens, they get a raise? And this teacher was complaining that those teachers haven't got a raise.
Yeah.
And she brought up the point that our classrooms have increased in size.
Yeah.
And you know, over the last few years, and we haven't got any raises. But this guy, the superintendent's getting a $30,000 a year raise.
Yeah.
Which for a guy like the superintendent who probably makes a lot of money, $30,000 is probably not that much money to him.
Oh yeah,
but so like you and me,
yeah, that's a lot
of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, man. Dude, I always talk about like things about this country I don't like, Breakman, and I know you and I butt heads a lot on it. But there is one thing that I think, unequivocally can agree on 100% is that teachers, even though that, you know, what we may think as salaries being okay, they're not okay, man. Their salaries suck in comparison to the amount of work that they have to do, the workload. I saw a teacher on a Young Turks video that was begging for money to get school supplies for her kids. Mm-hmm. That is fucking heartbreaking to me. That is one of the things that I think are absolutely atrocious in this country. We can find ways to raise taxes for the poor people and that benefit rich people and lower their taxes. But we can't and we can always find billions of dollars for a defense budget, which is out of hand at this point. It's been out of hand for probably, 30 years? The fucking defense budget? Every time
I think always.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, mostly, like it's been increasing. Like, if you look at the what government spends in defense, like, it goes up every year. It never fucking stabilizes. Like, are we not already
the dollar amount does go up, you're right, but I'm saying, like, they've always spent way more on military than anything else.
And you know what? I love the troops. Like, people call me a hater of troops. I've had death threats. I've had, you know, people. I love them. My family. All right, my grandfather fought in World War II. He was a fucking war hero. My uncle was a Marine. I signed up to go to the Navy. I didn't end up going. I got a full ride to to go to University of Colorado, but so I have deep feelings for the military. But I also have deep feelings for the people that get sent overseas that maybe shouldn't even be there. Like honestly, we can cut back. Like, World War II ended like in 1942. I think we can get rid of our occupation of fucking Germany. There's still like huge military bases there, and I'm just like, why do we need that? Like, there's no reason. Germany's fine.
And I have a problem with the troops. I have a problem with who's making them do whatever.
Yes, the people that are in charge.
They're being stationed in places they don't need to be stationed. We're basically just being used to pillage other countries once we come up with excuses for invading them.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I got into a huge argument. Not an argument, but a discussion.
The U.S. has been doing this since, like, the 60s.
I got into this discussion with my dad
Let's go to Cuba and steal their shit. Let's start a war in Niger so we can steal some shit.
See, that's the thing, is it didn't start in the 60s. Like,
no,
before then. It's always been this way.
You know when it started?
That started a long time ago. This is why...
Yeah, I'm just saying it's since the 60s we've been more blatant about it.
Yeah. No, it's been going on since...
This is why the War of 1812 happened.
Yeah, it's 17...
This started a long time ago.
Yeah.
This has been going on for a long fucking time.
Yeah, since 1776 it's been going on. But here's
America's built on thievery.
Eric, hang on. I had kind of a discussion with my dad about... At first, it started with... like Mexican presidents, and we were discussing like Vicente Fox, and what a cool cat that dude is. But he's talked about a lot of the corruption of some of the previous presidents, and we eventually talked about like resources, and the reason Mexico is so fucking corrupt can be directly attributed to the silver mines in Mexico. The United States fucking pillaged those silver mines. They bought them for pennies on the dollar, and the Mexican people don't see a penny of that, and all that silver goes to the United States. There's a reason why people are wary of the United States. We all we do is take and don't give a lot. I mean, talk to the people in Yemen, all the bombings that take place there. Because of us, that it's not because the Saudis or anything. Who do you think gives the Saudis the military might to do what they do? The United States. We give them
so much money.
Oh, it's fucking
so
crazy.
Much money.
MXT says I remember
Lockheed needs to be destroyed, in my opinion.
What's that?
Lockheed.
Lockheed sucks. It's part of the big military-industrial complex. But War of 1812, Frank remembers it like it was yesterday. He was only 6,000 years old. How dare you? Freak5 said, in Des Moines, we voted 6 times against raising our taxes. The opposition said we hated kids because the sales tax increase was supposed to go to the schools. I can understand from a taxpayer point of not raising taxes, because every time they say this tax is going to go to teachers and to supplies or schools, it never fucking does. It goes to what Brakeman says. It goes to the fucking administrators, which... Why is the administration so big in a school?
Some of it does go to what it's supposed to, but the fact
very
that some
little
of it goes to...
That's why I have problems with Burr online.
But the fact that some of it goes to the leadership, the people at top, it's never meant to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the fact that any of it goes to them is wrong.
Not one penny.
Even if it was 1%, it would be wrong.
Do you think...
It's probably around 50%.
And they always frame it like, this is a raise for our schools, right? Well, Why don't they frame it for what it really truly is? For administration cost. Let's see how many votes you get for it then, fuckfaces. You don't think you can get it passed now, calling it a teacher raise and a school raise? Then try
aren't getting raises.
Try telling the truth every goddamn once in a while. How about that? Tell truth.
The truth has left the building. Like we're in wacky land now.
Yeah. All right, Break. Anything else on that?
No, like we're in wacky land.
Well, the nice thing about Animaniacs is that it's gonna poke fun at politics, and it's gonna be able to get away with it since it's on Hulu.
Darky says
that's fine, but we weren't really talking about Animaniacs.
Yeah, I know.
I was probably gonna bring that up as my sweeto, so okay. My sweeto is that they announced Animaniacs is coming.
Yeah, I talked about this last week.
Wait, yeah.
Yes.
Damn, Eric has got a mean streak in him this week. Darky says, my mother was a teacher for 15 years. Most of your work is unpaid at home. It's so sad, Darky. Like, I feel so bad. And this is another point. Remember we were talking about tax cuts a couple weeks back? The new tax code took away the teacher school supplies credit. How fucking sick is that? That's fucking sick, man. And the credit for adopting orphans. This country's sick, man. It's fucking sick. It's symptomatic. Like, it has like symptoms of like a major virus, and the virus is the fucking politicians. Like, it really is.
I thought it was the corporatists.
And corporatist. There's no question about it, dude. Well, it goes hand in hand, Eric. When you have a system where corporate lobbying firms control all the politicians, then that's a fucking sick, fucking parasitic, whatever you want to call it, virus. And it needs to be
I personally think human beings are still fucking animals, and they're attracted by the shinies.
Yeah.
And when you have too much shinies, you get corrupt.
Yeah. Freak5 says his stinko was.
That's why I consider money evil.
That's why Bitcoin is very interesting to me. My stinko is that my dad didn't call me on my birthday.
That's going nowhere, though.
Eric, hang on. Freak5 says his stinko is that his dad didn't call him on his birthday. I gave you a shout out on your birthday. That should make up for it, Freak5. You know. I am your daddy after all. No, I'm just kidding, man. He told me happy birthday on Facebook. Yeah, that's sad, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, Freak5. But, you know, we love you here on the show, even though you're a son of a bitch sometimes. No, I'm just kidding.
Did he send you a card through the mail that, like, crossed out Merry Christmas?
He got it, like, in the bargain bin, like 20 cents after, you know, like the day after Christmas, he bought a Christmas card. And
MXT's talking like certain orange-haired faker.
Yeah.
Or like a 5th birthday, like happy 5th birthday, and he wrote like 35th.
Yeah, you see, it's like scribbled in crayon, the 3.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. No, that sucks, Freak5 for sure. I am a stepson of a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, stepson of a bitch, Freak5. Yeah, there you go. All right, Eric, your stinko.
My stinko is that yesterday I got home and found out that my monitor wasn't responding, and I had to fiddle with the cable to get to work. But this morning, I couldn't even do that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just taking this thing out. And I was lucky enough that I still have my old TV with me, so I just hooked that up.
That really sucks,
HDMI
dude.
into there.
You've been having a rough go of it when it comes to fucking everything, Eric. That sucks, dude. Like anything like that. Like for instance, like I got my.
This monitor is old, so it was about time.
Yeah, it still sucks because it's an added expense that always seemingly comes at the wrong time. I had a cracked iPhone screen for the longest, man, and I got it replaced today, which is my sweeto. But
anybody know any good place I can get a good but affordable monitor?
Try Crucial.com. Crucial usually has some good deals, man.
Oh, I was
Probably
wondering
won't be able
about
to get one for a while,
Overstock.
though.
What's that, Break?
What about Overstock.com?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some good deals on there sometimes.
Overstock. Go to Craigslist. Sometimes check this out.
Be careful on Craigslist.
No, hold on.
They say please meet me and just come alone.
I'll avoid those.
if it says meet me, come alone. Yeah.
No, check this out. There's always a free page on Craigslist. A lot of times people give that shit away, Eric. Look on Craigslist, dude. You might find either a really cheap. Dungeon says Newegg. Let's see.
Although I guess I do have a Sweeto, although it's technically not here yet.
What's that?
That I traded my copy of Splatoon 2 for a copy of Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, nice, man. That's a good trade-off, I'd say.
They sent their game out a little later than I did, so it's probably not going to show up until Monday.
No.
But they're from Canada, so shipping. Another one of my stinkos. Like, Canadian shipping is just ridiculous. If you're shipping out of the country or into the country, it's gonna be at least $8 to $9.
That's another fucking exploitation that the United States does to our lovely neighbors of the north. For all of our one listener in Canada.
Also, Canada is almost as bad as the U.S. when it comes to government policy.
Yeah, it almost is. It's a slightly better. Actually,
it's like the only shining crown in Canada's political system seems to be Trudeau, and even Trudeau has some problems.
I hate you, Breakman. Son of a bitch. Freak5 says Frank uses Craigslist to hook for 10 cents. Yeah, no, I do not. I'm at least worth a quarter, man. Come on, man.
I mean, I could ship something to Germany and it would be cheaper to send something to Canada, like at least $2 cheaper. But still,
MXT says God bless Canada.
I mean, that's cross country. It's still going to be a little bit pricey either way, but you know,
Dungeon says
sad that I could send something that still could be shipped by ground. It'd still be more expensive.
Yeah, Dungeon says the extra shipping costs cover the portal energy used to transition your goods over. That's awesome, man. Touchdown, MXT says. I have a stinko this week, guys. I know we were talking about Sweetos. I mentioned my Sweeto. I got my. It was on its last leg. Like the home button on my own iPhone was like barely hanging in there, and you have to keep that home button in order. Otherwise, you just may as well just. Yeah, you if you get it.
Unless can you disable the screensaver lock?
You can, but here's the problem. Number one, I would never do that because my life is on my fucking iPhone, man.
Can you just press the button just to make it like dim?
Well, yeah,
almost all the way.
No, I could still use it, but it was just barely hanging in there. But here's the problem: if you lose the home button on your iPhone, the replacement part, they have replacement parts that are fairly cheap. They're like $20-$30 depending, and not much to put in, but they don't use Touch ID after that point. So my fingerprint would not open my fucking phone.
I mean, you can't reset the fingerprint?
No, it won't. It doesn't have that capability at all. Apple's got a lockdown on that home button. The screen can be replaced. Like I got the screen replaced. It's beautiful. Matter of fact, let me show you guys online here on YouTube and Twitch.
Wait, what? Freak Fry saying you're raising prices because of Trump's tax code, but what exactly are you selling?
Exactly. Here's my. I don't know if you can see it that great on the screen, but it's brand new. The screen looks great. But yeah, man, the crack screen fucking sucked, man. It was, I got so many shards of glass stuck in my finger from using it because it was cracked to shit, man. And I got to replace today, so I'm real happy for that. But my stinko, check this out, guys. You guys know how much I love Donald Trump, right? Make America gag again is what his motto should be. Like, he's just a disgusting person. Like, he's a racist. He's a bigot. We've talked about this shit time and time again. Why is this just coming as a shock to everybody that he would call other countries, and I quote, shitholes? I cannot believe.
I know this sounds discriminatory, but I don't think we should allow racists and bigots to be president because you're a world leader and you're supposed to be neutral.
There's no question about that.
Fighting for your primary role as a president should be as a servant to the people and protecting the citizens.
Right.
And that's not protecting your citizens,
Eric,
if you're alienating us to other countries when you say shit like shitholes.
This is a good point that goes overlooked. Like, it's not even a matter, like, behind the scenes, I'm sure, President Obama said shit that was kind of, beneath the office. But, so what? Like, we never, like, as far as we knew, he was a great orator. He never, ever used the language that somebody like Trump used. Like, even going back to, like, Clinton, and we know what a shithole Clinton was, right? He never said anything like this. He never disparaged women. He never disparaged countries. He wasn't a bigot. Like, why do we have to deal with this? Why is
I mean, his officials keep saying how sexist he is and how he keeps saying stuff like piece of ass and people leaving the room because they were disgusted.
Well, he he was talking about grabbing women by the pussy, which is super
That was before
vulgar.
he was a politician, though.
He was a candidate, a very serious candidate at that point, Eric. And at that point, that should have been like, I mean, we've known this shit about Donald Trump for years. The minute that he took out a full-page fucking ad in the New York Times to call for the execution of the New York Five, if you read that story, those fucking kids never did any of the shit that they said they did. But Donald Trump, like, took out a full-page ad to call for them to be executed without a trial. If that's not treasonous and full of fucking, bigotry and racism and hatred, I don't know what is. What else does this dude have to prove that he is just not good? He's not good. He's not a good president. He's not a good business person. That's why he doesn't show his tax returns. Oh, I want to keep my tax returns private because I'm a private person. Fuck off, Donald Trump.
Also, he's mentally ill and therefore unfit to run the office.
He's super unfit. It's not what the media is saying.
And it's not because I think there's some. I'm not disparaging people with mental illness. That's a very serious thing. But like, you shouldn't have that kind of power when you're not capable.
It's one thing for, like, let's say Breakman and I were talking about countries, and I can say without a doubt Mexico is a very corrupt place. Like, we talked about this before. It has a lot of problems, no question. But to call a place where there are innocent people living there and trying to just get by in life and calling their place where they live a shithole? Can you imagine? Let's say somebody walked in. Let's say you own a house, Break, or Eric, or Chatters, or whoever's listening. Let's say you own a house and you have a guest over and they call your house a shithole. How would that play out in your mind? Like, how would you handle that situation? Would you be kind to that person? Would you invite him?
He's a fucker, and he's just disrespectful in general.
He's disrespectful. He doesn't care about women.
It's like, I don't care if you don't respect me, but you should at least have the decency to shut your mouth.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Dungeon Bud, let's move on, man. I'm sick of tiring. MXT says this chat is a shithole. How dare you, MXT? You're exiled.
Well, we have been talking about it too long, and we need to move on to our free for all.
Yeah, let's move on. Real quickly, Frank is using Trump's new tax code as an excuse to raise his prices. Yeah, my prices on nothing that I sell.
Apparently being a prostitute.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it better. Dungeon Buster says while he secretly closes 64 dungeons. Yeah, exactly. That Superman 64 run was amazing on AGDQ. Exactly. All right, let's go to free for all. We're going to talk about a bunch of shit. But Eric, what did you have, like, one of your 7 things or?
Yeah, this week. Okay, we did the game companies care about me, so we wanted to. I want to go to E3. This is this week's.
Yeah.
As a kid, you eagerly awaited the annual issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly, in which they'd preview every game they saw at E3. They talk about the event. They throw in pictures of the booth babes. Oh my! Did you want to go? It's been your dream ever since. In reality,
oh my god! I loved entertainment. I loved it. I love that magazine.
Yeah.
In reality, you don't want to go to E3. Firstly, you won't get into the press conferences where there's all the cool stuff happens. And all you'll be able to do is go about on the show floor and wait 8 hours in a line to play a demo of a single game for just a few minutes. Everything significant at E3 is inaccessible to John Q. Public.
Yeah.
After the press conferences, the real game previews take place behind closed doors and are by invitation.
Yeah.
And most people don't get invited to those.
I think I can, like, it would be appealing to me to go on press day. Like, I think I can get Eric and I, when we've been saying it for years, but you're right, Eric. Like, if you're going in
we should just go to PAX instead.
Yeah.
Or Gamescom.
Yeah.
Or,
anything else other than E3. But if we can get press...
You'd probably be better off going to, like, Anime X or something.
No, yeah.
And go to a smaller publisher.
Yeah. But the thing is, if I can get us press passes, the press pass is beautiful, man. Like, there's not nearly the amount of press that goes to preview the games the day before it opens to the general public. But man, dude, if we had press passes, it would be a fucking dream come true for me. Like, to see games and to have hands-on time with games that haven't come out yet before anybody else has, even thought about the games. I think that would be cool. Like, I think that'd be great. Like, you and I would have plenty to talk about, plenty to do. We would, obviously would record some interviews and some other shit. But, it would be a lot of work, but it would also be a lot of fun if we went in as press. If we went in, I would never go as, at least not now.
I would never give myself a press badge. I'm just saying.
Why?
He'd sell it for like $100.
Yeah.
That's why.
Dude, I can sell it? Holy shit.
You can sell those things for lots of money.
Yeah, you could give me a press badge then.
How dare you? No, Break, if you... dude, if I can get us in, it would be nice to go, man. It'd be cool, but...
Dungeon Buster, once again, like, E3 was neat the first few times I went.
Back in 1994.
Yeah.
What the hell, Dungeon Buster? Like, yeah, every once in a while you throw in these things, it's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I think Dungeon Buster's almost as old as Frank, because he probably remembers the time when you couldn't.
Dungeon Buster.
I just mean he's had this really interesting life. Like he's gone to North Korea.
The Secret Life of Dungeon Buster.
Secret Life of Dungeon Buster.
He's like 007, 00 Dungeon Buster.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing. Like Dungeon Buster's like, you know, if we had a party, like a D&D party, Dungeon Buster would be like the old school mage. He'd be like Elminster. You know, like Elminster's been to hell and back, man. He's like the what do they call that? Gandalf of the RPGrinder universe. So there you go. Take that for what you may, Dungeon. I don't know what that means, but you're
somebody tells me he breaks lying about being 40.
No, I said I turned 40. Well, Freak says his Freak's Sweeto is his 40th birthday was this week. I turned 40 in May. So that's all I was saying. So I turned 40. But I was saying happy birthday to Freak. Happy birthday.
You didn't do it on... I did it on Twitter, you son of a bitch, day of. You're doing it after. Belated. How dare you?
I didn't see it on Twitter.
How dare you? You should just know this.
Oh, yeah. I need to get... He's talking about cinnamon Oreos. He says they're amazing. I'm going to pick those up along with... chocolate hazelnut Oreos.
That sounds good.
I don't really pay attention to what's on Twitter. I mostly use it when there's a game on or when I'm listening to radio and I want to vent about like Marvin Lewis, for instance.
Oh God, yeah. All right.
We're gonna vent about Marv.
Let's talk about.
We've decided locally we're just gonna start calling him Marv.
Marv.
He's lost our respect. He's just now Marv.
He's not even as interesting as Marvin the Martian, man. Like I don't understand. Like, what is the?
I wonder where Wyland is, because I kind of wanted to mention another game that got announced at this Direct.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like this, he's got a good team, and this team going into next year, I can see this team winning like playoff games. I just worry that he isn't going to have this team disciplined
I don't
enough.
see that team winning,
exactly.
dude.
How can you? He's lost 15 years in a row.
No, I mean, here's the thing. First of all, you're right. He's like, you know, they have that saying, like, they even have this saying when they were talking about Trump on MSNBC or one of those fucking outlets. They were saying that, it was Scaramucci that said the fish rots from the head down. Right? So if you don't have good coaching, then, you know, most likely you're doomed to fail unless you're like have Tom Brady and, you know, a bunch of scrubs. But the thing is,
they like to stick with like people. Like apparently like loyalty is a big thing with this team. But
I think
they stick with people that they shouldn't with.
Yeah,
they shouldn't. Like there are people, for instance, Adam Jones, who's been arrested numerous times, but they've stood by him. But even beside that point, on the field, he hasn't produced really for a couple of years now.
Did I ever tell you
why do you stick by him?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you my run-in with Pac-Man Jones?
You did, but go ahead and tell it again.
Yeah, I might as well because I don't have anything else to say. But yeah, he was cool.
Did he run around eating ghosts?
No. But what he did go around was coming to a dispensary, and he didn't personally purchase things. He had his female companion purchase stuff.
He does have the most awesome nickname, though.
Pac-Man Jones.
Wow.
I never call him by his nickname.
I think Freak's showing his age by mentioning Haposai.
How dare you, Freak 5? How dare you? I am growing the beard out. I don't know, man. I'm
Wait, so if Frank's becoming Haposai, does that mean he's gonna get shorter?
I'm already short, man. Like all the short jokes, I'm good.
He's doing re-rating panties in no time. Then
at least I'm not my dad's height. My dad's like 5'1", maybe 5'2". I'm taller than my dad. Yeah, I'm like 5'7", 5'8". Sometimes 5'9".
I'm taller than both of my parents too. That's really weird.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys like that. Don't you think that's really weird that you're taller than both parents?
I do. It is weird. Like, and here's another weird thing. My grandfather, who's like straight up from, passed away years ago, but he was from Mexico.
He had blonde hair and blue eyes. Why couldn't I have had at least the blue eyes, you know? But no, it's got the standard brown eyes and brown hair.
So like you could be like Jeffrey Dean Anderson and just wear contacts.
Yeah, I could. But
he got the blonde hair. He had brown eyes.
Dude, you know what I'm waiting for? They're kind of testing out this this LASIK surgery where they can change your eye color. That I would be interested in because I wear glasses, and I'd be, you know, I would definitely get it if it was.
You should get like white eyes. So
that would be sweet.
You just terrify everybody.
Walking around like a fucking white, zombie. Like... I'd be afraid to get shot by the police. Actually, I wouldn't do that. Or like red eyes or something like, or like steely gray wolf eyes. That would be cool too, man.
Can I get glow in the dark eyes?
Yeah, that'd be sweet too, man. Like, whoa, man, talk about really freaky. That would.
Can I get Rick's eyes?
Rick's eyes.
Rick from what?
No, Riddick.
Riddick, yes.
Vin Diesel's Riddick.
Those were the cool. Did they do CGI with that, or did they put in like actual content? Huh?
It's probably just contacts.
Yeah,
but I have no.
Looks cool, man. I'd like to get a pair of contacts like that. That's fucking cool. That's a game that nobody talks about, but I think is one of the greatest FPSs that I actually had fun with. Was Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, that's a fun game. Let's talk about Star Wars a little bit. We were talking before we got on the air. What is the hate for? Honestly, what do people hate about the new Star Wars? Like, what are their main complaints?
I got a lot of problems with it, but I still love it. It's Star Wars, so.
Yeah, I don't have rose-tinted glasses like you break when it comes to Star Wars, but I liked it. I actually liked it quite a bit. Not as much as like say something like Rogue One, but I liked the story. I thought it was fine. It was a rehash of, you know, the first or actually episode 4, New Hope, but I didn't have any problems with that, man. Dungeon Buster says Riddick games are great. Why can't they make another Riddick game like that? That would be fucking cool, man.
Why can't they just make a really good Riddick movie?
They did. It's called Pitch Black. That was
a good movie.
It was all right.
Let me tell. No, I love Pitch Black, man.
Pitch Black was good.
Look, check this out.
I remember movie night for that.
Yeah, it was fun. Here's the thing.
And MXT killed it all. You remind me how it died too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, fucking MXT, man. Is he still in chat? He doesn't. I bet
Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, he fucking ruined it. Of all things, Power Rangers destroyed movie night on RPGrinders. I love Pitch Black, and there's a major reason why. Like, I love like sound systems, like surround sound, and it's the reason why I like going to the theater. Like, my parents don't understand why I spend so much going to watch movies at the theaters, because they have the best sound systems, you know. But
like Pitch Black wasn't a unique story, but I just thought it was well done. It was well done.
Movie. I think it's a great movie, man.
Chronicles of Riddick was bizarre. Yeah, that's a great way to describe
it. And the movie that was just called Riddick, it was okay too.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
I liked him okay. I didn't have the hate that most people had, you know, for the Riddick movies, but they were nowhere near the quality of Pitch Black.
Pitch Black was good just because it had Keith David in it.
Oh, he's great in everything. But here's why I love Pitch Black so much. I used to be a cable installer. I had a master cable technician certification, so anything to do with cable and home theater and shit like that, like I knew my shit, right? And the one movie that has the best sound design, if you ever want to test sound on your system, it's Pitch Black. It has the best 5.1 audio track I've ever heard, and I've heard a ton. Pitch Black has an awesome audio experience. It's a treasure of movies when it comes to audio files. So yeah, if you're ever looking to pump up your surround sound system, plop in Pitch Black, man. It's got a great audio track. Let's see. Third Riddick was okay. MXT says, I did it. I destroyed movie night. I did it for Trump. I knew you were a spy, MXT traitor. Dungeon Buster says Third Riddick was okay. It's more Riddick. He says Keith David in They Live was epic when he threw down. That fight right? That fight with Roddy Piper in They Live is one of the greatest fight scenes I have ever ever seen. It's awesome. If you have not seen They Live, it's an underrated classic, man. It's fucking good. Breakman says true.
I remember I tried to do a movie weekend with you and Roxy. You were trying to watch Against the Dark with Stephen Seagal. I was truly fighting against the dark because I couldn't see the movie.
I was doing that
because about that time my PC was giving me issues.
Didn't at that time like Xboxes you could share movies with your friends and have movie nights?
I think that's how you were doing it at the time.
Yeah.
I think they probably made some people mad with those features, which is why they quit.
No. Netflix removed that feature because they want people to spend money
their service,
on their own link accounts. Yeah. That's why.
Dude, that was the greatest thing. Like having popcorn parties on parties. Yeah, popcorn potties. I'm glad we had popcorn potties. No, it was great because you could have a popcorn. I think they called it popcorn party, didn't they? Like where you could like sit, take a seat, like MST3K style, and watch movies with your friends. That was great, but they ruined it. Like everything good in life gets ruined. That reminds me of a song, that Faith No More song, Everything's Ruined. Let's see. Break, you need to click on the link he shared.
I clicked on the link and there's a video on it. Based on the link, what the hell did you send me?
Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
What? Seriously, what the hell is this?
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm afraid of the viruses I'm gonna get from this. What did you send me?
Well, you should be afraid of any virus owning a PC, man. Like that's. But
okay. I'm gonna make it a mission to watch I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh, dude,
that is a good movie. That has one of the greatest sight gags in the history of movies.
I love that movie. that's another underrated movie. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, man. It's actually when movies were really funny. that just little stupid things that would make you laugh. Like dumb, like you said, sight gags, like little things here and there, and then
I remember watching The Loser, and he named the dog Shithead because he heard somebody calling it Shithead.
Yeah. Let's see. Dungeon says, I'm gonna get you, suckers. Hilarious. Who is that? My theme music. Yeah, that dude I love. You were screaming, get this bitch off me. That's my favorite line in that whole movie, man. I love that movie. I haven't seen it. I need to get that.
My favorite sight gag in movie history is that one, when the platform shoes with fucking goldfish.
Oh, that was fucking beautiful, dude.
That was amazing. Seriously, that's a joke I'd heard before. At some point, somebody wearing platform shoes with fish, and they did it in this movie, and it was.
it was fantastic. I felt bad for the fish that was in that thing when they broke, but yeah.
I think that is the greatest oh my god, greatest sight gag in movie history.
Hey, you guys, I brought up Faith No More. Everything's Ruined. You want to hear a take from that little quick excerpt? Or you're going to anyways? What do you think? Yay or nay?
Nah. Can I say in the middle?
I like it. That's good, man. It's Faith No More. God damn it, it's good stuff.
How about let me see what song did I hear recently? It's new. Kill for Me or Marilyn Manson. How about that?
Ah, that's a good one. I'll play that one. Why not? We got a few minutes.
Should I bother watching Bright on Netflix?
Yes. I saw a little bit of it and I liked what I saw.
It's in the Netflix.
From what I can tell, it's like we're gonna do Shadowrun, but instead of the future, it's gonna be modern times, and it's gonna be about cop.
It's a Netflix movie. I'm so terrified.
What's the name of that song? Break.
Kill for Me.
Kill for Me. Okay. Yeah. I saw what I liked. I liked what I saw. I didn't see the whole movie, but I would say give it a run. I mean, it's free. I mean, fuck. If you got Netflix, why not? Fuck. I mean, they've been produced. I don't know. we discussed this before, right? Break. They've been producing a lot of shit when it comes to movies. I think Bright might be their best movie, and that might not.
Oh my god! Like Freak just said, he liked Bright. I can't. I don't know. I just can't. I have a hard time believing there's a good Netflix movie. Didn't
you say like Bright you mentioned Bright the other week, Frank, and you said you didn't care for it?
No, I've
been a Will Smith fan forever.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since he was called the Fresh Prince.
That's probably the only time I liked Will Smith.
I'm so weary of that. You didn't like him when he was on his show. Like, I loved his show. I loved Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and I've loved like Men in Black. I fucking love Men in Black.
Yeah. No, I like
the second movie is one of the worst sequels ever made, but
I didn't like Men in Black. That wasn't.
I love Men in Black, but Men in Black 2 was what the fuck.
The only thing
you've got Rip Torn doing fucking waifu.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The one thing that I saw recently on the Colbert Late Night Show, he did. You know how like he puts up a picture of somebody and he like equates them with something. He put up a picture of Vincent D'Onofrio in Men in Black. I don't know if you remember. He was that weird.
That was. I didn't see his probably one of his greatest roles, Full Metal Jacket, until after I'd seen Men in Black. And I loved him in Men in Black, and that was the first time I'd seen him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, God, this guy's great. And then I saw shit like Full Metal Jacket, and it's like, wow,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
He is one of the greatest actors on the planet.
He is great actor.
I think he's played the best comic book villain.
Yeah.
Period.
He's absolutely an American treasure, man. That guy can act, like he really can. But I was making the point about his appearance in Men in Black. Colbert, he made fun of Steve Bannon comparing him to Vincent D'Onofrio in Men in Black. you know how he looks, kind of like I don't know, squishy and icky.
Yeah, like his limbs are really.
Yeah,
but his neck is bulged out and stuff. Like
he's got like
he looks like a dead guy walking.
Yeah, and it's funny they put up the picture side by side, dude. And I kid you not, dude, it was like super similar, like very very similar. I was laughing, but let's see. Freak 5 says I like Bright. Dungeon says was Bright good. Critics seems to hate it, but people watched it, liked it. See, that's what I'm saying, Dungeon. I watched it, or I watched part of it, and I liked what I saw. So I didn't. I don't know.
I wonder if my opinions could be tainted by my love for Will Smith. I kind of worry, like him and like they're actors like him and like Jack Black that like they could read a book and shit, and I'm like, yes, it's Will Smith.
I'm not a big Will Smith fan. I did like Fresh Prince.
I've been a fan of his since I've been in like junior high or elementary school and shit. Like it's just.
No, I like the Fresh Prince and stuff like that. His music was good too. It was very very catchy and stuff like that. But
I remember like football practice. Like I was the premiere of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like I was just in a hurry to get home from football practice. Like I just wanted that so bad to watch the show, and I got home late, and I was so pissed off.
You know what's a super underrated movie with Will?
And Dungeon says I like Will Smith in movies too. Thank you.
You know the one underrated movie that Will Smith has been that nobody ever talks about that he should have won an Academy Award for? It boggles my mind why he does. Well, actually, it doesn't. I know why.
You really liked Wild Wild West that much, huh?
No. Oh my God, that was terrible.
Wild Wild West. No. I'm talking about Ali. If you guys have ever seen Ali, like Will Smith, dude, I don't know why he never won an Academy Award for that performance, or did he? Because if he didn't, he should have. Because that
shit. You know what? I'm gonna go look right now,
dude. That movie.
I know the Golden Globes are kind of trash, but it's kind of shitty that Get Out didn't get anything.
Yeah. Ali's a great movie, man. If you haven't seen that, go out and watch it, rent it, buy it, whatever. It's fucking. That's a great movie, man. That Will Smith puts on a performance of a lifetime in that one. Let's see. Yeah, Dungeon Buster said he did not win it. So yeah, Freak 5 says it feels like the world is Shadowrun, only taking place out of the shadows. He's talking about Bright. Yeah. See, I had that same. It's sort
only
of like
in, not in the future.
Yeah. Are you guys?
Or at least not far enough in the future where Cyberpunk is.
What game?
Well, he won the BT award.
Oh well, yeah, BET award.
He also won the ESPY award. There's the ESPY award. Image Awards, of course.
Actually, that actually might
basically he won every award that was
but the Oscar
for the African American community.
Did he win the Golden Globe?
He was nominated.
Did he win the SAG award for anything?
No, I don't see that.
Well, then he didn't win anything, man. We all know why.
Like I'm saying, he won all the awards for like the minority community and stuff. But as far as like Whitey's concerned,
of course, and not to be honest, the if I remember Dungeon Buster, maybe you know more than I do. My memory's not the best, but did he not? Did like that year when Ali was made? Like I think he was maybe nominated. Maybe not even nominated, but. The other movies in that category were not strong enough to say that they did a better job than what Will Smith did. I don't get it, man. I think that BET award probably means more to Will Smith than the Oscars, to be honest with you. And I don't blame him. I'd be the same way. I'd be like, fuck the Oscars, you know. The Golden Globes were out. Oh look, Bridget's in chat. What's up, Bridget? You haven't texted me. What's up with that? Probably had phone issues. Anyways, yeah, the Golden Globes. Shape of Water. I'm hearing lots of good things about Shape of Water. I really want to see that movie. If you guys know Guillermo.
Should watch Darkest Hour though.
What's that?
Darkest Hour.
Oh. Guillermo del Toro is probably my favorite actor. I really like Fede Alvarez a lot. He did the Evil Dead remake. Have you guys seen the Evil Dead remake?
No, I need to see it. Every time I try to catch it,
it's a very it takes Evil Dead but seriously. It doesn't have any of the campy humor really.
Like that. One of the things that was so great about Evil Dead's is the physical acting of Bruce Campbell.
Yeah,
him and Rowan Atkins are probably the best physical comedy actors I've ever seen.
I totally agree. But here's the deal, Break. If you have, if you want to me, there are very few genuinely scary movies. I mean, we can name the classics like Texas Chainsaw and Jason and Freddy and all that. But the Evil Dead remake actually chilled me. You know how you get goosebumps sometimes from being scared? Like that movie is actually really good, man. Freak 5 says he saw it in the theater. I did too, but I also saw it several times on HD. I own it. I actually just bought that not too long ago. A few months ago I bought that on Vudu because I had some Vudu credits and I bought it. But it's a great movie. If you want to have a good date night with the scary movie, that'd be a perfect movie. Let's see. Jim Carrey's actually a great. Yes, he is. I actually like Jim Carrey. I don't know why people. I know the hate about his anti-vax stuff, but as far as his comedic stuff, I like that. Especially
the problem with Jim Carrey is he always wants to be considered as a true actor. Like he considers himself like a great actor, and he wants other people to see him as such. Which is why he did movies like the Truman Show, which I like the Truman Show.
Yeah, no, I think he's a good. I think he's a fine.
I think he is too, and and a lot of time I don't think he gets the credit he deserved, and I think that really bothers him, and that's kind of made him act.
I love it when a person like Jim Carrey can pull off being serious, because we always knew him as Ace Ventura, Liar, great movies, this great comedy.
Look at Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is another one. You know who's another one? Will Ferrell. When he plays serious, it's really good, man. It's a good.
Have you seen Stranger Than Fiction?
What?
Stranger Than Fiction.
I have not seen that. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
That was a good movie. I mean, it had both comedy and serious bits.
Yeah. Wait, do you guys want to go over a few? Because I have something that we might want to talk about.
Okay. The way you say it, we obviously do.
Okay. I could save it for next week, or we could do it right now.
Well, I thought we were doing it.
It's kind of harkens back to our Hulk Hogan talk with He-Man.
Oh boy.
New He-Man. What do you think about a new He-Man movie?
Get Dolph Lundgren again.
I thought that was okay casting Dolph Lundgren.
See, the problem, like, I liked some of the He-Man movie as a kid, but for the most part, it was really fucked up. Like, they had different characters and shit like that, and they brought it to Earth. And it's kind of funny we're talking about He-Man. Anybody else see the new Netflix series? They've got a documentary series on toys now.
I have not seen that.
I've actually watched all of them, and I quite enjoyed it. I kind of want them to go more in depth into this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I was really into it, but they've done 4 episodes so far. G.I. Joe, Barbie, Star Wars, and He-Man.
He-Man.
So I've got like kind of a history lesson on He-Man recently.
Yeah.
And MXT said he's actually seen it too.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Like, I didn't realize that at the time He-Man really was at the time just meant to be a toy thing.
Yeah. Yep.
The TV show and the comic book happened.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, the TV show and the comic book happened because they couldn't get retailers to buy their stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, we need something else. So they tricked Toys R Us into thinking they had a TV show.
Yeah.
And then they had to go find somebody to make a TV show for them.
So let's make this really cheap TV show, not do anything with it, just so we have an excuse to sell toys.
And I'm with Freak. I loved He-Man as a kid. Watching it now is really hard because they use one of the worst things in animation I absolutely hate a lot. They used canned animation.
Yeah.
And there is nothing more irritating than watching canned animation.
Yeah, you're right.
That's Hanna-Barbera though.
It had a lot of.
But you're watching a show from a cartoon from the '80s, and that's what really made like Transformers and G.I. Joe so great as a kid. Is those shows stopped with the fucking canned animation.
Yeah, here's the thing though, like the bones of a great cartoon are there, to use a Skeletor analogy.
Well,
you know
they actually did make a great He-Man cartoon later in the 2000s.
Yeah,
but once again, it was probably. I probably blame it on Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network started going to shit at that point.
I don't know what happened at the time, but that was a great show.
Yeah, I heard Symbiotic Titan was canceled because they didn't have a toy line to go with it.
Yeah. It could be. That happens a lot with cartoons.
So that's probably what happened with He-Man.
That's what happens a lot with cartoons. If they have a toy line and it doesn't sell, they cancel the cartoon. Or if they don't have a toy line. Yeah, exactly. If they don't have anything that they can monetize.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I can understand it. I mean, you want to stay afloat and stay in business, you know.
Thundercast happened in Thundercast too.
Yeah. Dungeon says, had to double check. Original Shadowrun took place in 2050, but later editions kept reestablishing things later in decades. I think modern Shadowrun takes place in 2070s or higher now. So confusing.
Remember Skeleton Warriors?
I don't know. Real quickly, Dungeon Buster might know more than anybody. I think he played the Mad Max game, and if I remember, he really liked it. But Dungeon, maybe you can tell me what the timeline is for Mad Max, because it seems like, I don't know, it kind of seems like the near future more than the distant future, which is what I thought, you know, the original movie led to. But the more and more I play the game, like, I'm learning a lot about Mad Max that I really liked. Here, check this out. See if you guys like this. This is Skeletor's best insults from YouTube. Hold on.
Why can't I join your gang?
Because you were a whip scientist and you could be a whip villain. It's the sorceress, you boob. They should call you Wimplash. Quiet or I'll turn you into a suitcase. Just as I suspected. hollow, you metal-munching moron. Why do I surround myself with...
Dude, that's the one thing that I really...
I think they should just make a comedy show with Skeletor.
Why did... Like, Skeletor to me was the one interest... Really super... Because He-Man's just like, you know, it's kind of bland and boring. Nothing really, like, special about He-Man to me. But Skeletor was always the character that I really loved in He-Man, because he would
you make fun of him because he's stupid.
Well, he had stupid underlings, like no wonder. Like if I had underlings like that, I'd be pissed too. Look, here's some more Skeletor.
I was like Trolls TV shows though, like Turtles though, and that.
Yeah, here we go.
Even the robots are smarter than you. You overgrown alley cat. You pathetic pair of pitiful pinheads. You tin-tongued dolt. I'm talking about my patients, not my...
You know, I wonder if
I'm remembering Eggman for the original Shocks, though, or as they called him.
I wonder if Skeletor ever called anybody a dotard. I should go through the archives of all the He-Man stuff and see if he ever called anybody a dotard. That'd be like fucking killer, man. I'd play that clip a lot. All right, guys. So anything else you want to talk about, guys, before we leave the air? I know you guys are probably hungry and everybody's like, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to pee. I'm back now.
Oh, okay, cool. Anything else you want to talk about, Break?
Oh, I'm sorry, T-Mon. My bad. What?
Dungeon Buster says I wouldn't mind.
They're talking about G.I. Joe in chat. G.I. Joe Resolute.
Yeah.
I never saw that. Is that like a comic?
I'm not familiar with Resolute. I really liked the last G.I. Joe cartoon I saw, which was what was that called? Renegade. G.I. Joe Renegade.
The only G.I. Joe that I remember is like when
the live action movie. The second live action movie was okay.
The only
I liked the second live action movie. The first movie, there was no
lie.
There
was no first movie. The movie is only the one with the Rock in it. That's the only one.
The only
first movie like a really bad live action version of Crisis 1.
The only G.I. Joe I've ever seen is the ones with Sergeant Slaughter in it. Like, yeah. I was never a big G.I. Joe guy. I didn't like that stuff. But let's see, G.I. Joe Resolute. I don't know how to feel about a He-Man movie. It depends on who they cast, Dungeon Buster, and it really depends on the screenwriter and the director. Like, go ahead, Eric.
That reminds me. Does anybody know when the next season of Voltron starts?
No idea. Freak 5 says kind of like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, only with Skeletor as a host. That's a great idea, Eric. Dungeon says, I think the Mad Max movies took place in what would have been the 90s, and Thunderdome took place almost 20 years after that. Yeah, but it's really weird. Dungeon, like the game, I don't know if you played the game, but the game like has like it seems to me like it's a very tangible timeline that I can't quite reach. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, Dungeon says Resolute's a series of really short episodes. You can find it on YouTube now, stitched together as a movie. It's really dark. I need to watch that.
That reminds me, when is the next season of Mortal Kombat? What was that called?
Oh, I like that too, the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, when are we gonna get more of that? I forget what it's called.
When are we gonna get a rated R Mortal Kombat movie? That's what I want, man.
Well, a lot of it is like we watched somebody get split in half in the last one.
No, I want like a real, like with a real director, real actors, like a Mortal. I mean, I think the timing is right.
You want guys just with blood and stuff like that.
Just leave Anderson away from it, or whoever did Annihilation.
God, yeah, whoever did that. No, but I'm saying like I think we can greenlight a rated R Mortal Kombat movie now. I think we're ready. Like Logan proved beyond a shadow of a doubt, like it can work.
Not even Logan, but look at Deadpool. Like, that fucking thing was like made some fucking money. You know,
it's a great movie, man. Deadpool and Logan.
Deadpool.
And I'm excited.
I saw the teaser trailer for it like before Ragnarok, and he was basically imitating that painter guy.
Yeah, I really am excited that they're bringing over the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Man, I couldn't be happier. Like, the only thing that would make me happier is to see like an updated version of Wolverine's yellow costume. Man, that would be like so fucking cool. Man, I don't know, different actor. I know Hugh Jackman's a perfect Wolverine, but you got to move on.
I don't know. He's not Wolverine enough to me.
I think he is. I mean, he does everything.
He's like a more mellowed out version of
Yeah, he doesn't say, he's not as gruff. He doesn't say, like, he's kind of like that teddy bear on the inside kind of guy. And I think they need to go with somebody that's more, like, pissed off. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, Wolverine is that teddy bear inside, but you really couldn't tell it by the outside, though.
Not really, dude.
I was gonna say, I don't know about that.
He's a super dark character, and they haven't, like, I think the best job they did was with Logan, but they could go deeper, man. Like, the psyche of that guy is incredible. They should really think about doing some different darker things with him. It's like Venom. I'm glad they're doing a Venom movie. I wish they would bring Venom over to the cinematic universe, but you know, who knows if that's going to happen. Let's see. Wish more things had endings, you said, Breakman. Dungeon
yeah, we're talking about that in chat. Like, he's saying Resolute was a one-shot series. I really wanted to see more, but I think it's happening. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
It does have a beginning and an end, though, so it won't really leave you hanging. And I was just commenting, I wish more stuff had endings.
Yeah.
Well, they'll probably just... all I could do at this point is just do another thing like Resolute. And just make it an actual series.
Real quick question.
Instead of, like, leaving you hanging, for instance, like we just talked about the Mortal Kombat series.
Yeah.
Like, is there going to be any more of that? Or is it just whatever? Or I can think of... what's that? Red versus Blue. I've been watching on Rooster Chicken.
Yeah.
Or Rooster Chicken. I've been watching on Netflix.
Rooster Teeth.
By Rooster Chicken. I've been watching on Netflix.
I stopped watching Red versus Blue when they got to season 4 because it was just this is going nowhere and it's like basically a puppet show.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just stopped watching at some point. I'm not sure what season because it's
I think I did the same. I got up to
like what are you doing at this point? Do you have like a ending?
Yeah. All right, real quick.
Well, is Red versus Blue still going? Yeah. From where I was at, I think so.
I don't understand.
They're probably on episode 5.
As long as there's a Halo game, they'll do Red versus Blue.
Yeah. Here's a real quick question before we end the show, guys. What is your favorite TV series ending of all time? Anybody?
Burn Notice had a good one.
I've never seen Burn Notice. That's on my list. I definitely want to see that. What's your favorite?
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop had a great ending. Loved Cowboy Bebop. But my personal favorite is Breaking Bad. That or The Shield. Has anybody ever seen The Shield?
I've never seen either one of those.
Oh God, dude, you gotta watch those shows, man. Dude. Breaking
I could definitely talk about worse endings. I'm still trying to think of like really like good endings.
Yeah. Those two are great. Let's see what else. Didn't like the 24 endings all that much.
There were seasons. The first season had a great ending.
Yeah, the first season did.
Because that was completely shocking. It wasn't what you'd expect from any show, really.
Yep.
You know, like in the end, he isn't actually able to save like the woman he loves and stuff. Like. You know, that was definitely a twist. But there are a lot of 24 endings that are just like, really?
Freak 5 says he loved The Shield. Freak 5, dude, did you think the ending was like a perfect ending to that show? Like, I thought it was just perfect. Like, I could see where they could have had another season or two, but they left it so perfect. I'm not going to spoil anything because it's a fucking whopper of an ending. But anyways, Dungeon Buster says Darker Than Black's ending was neat. I need to rewatch, but I thought it was real well done. Darker Than Black's ending. I have not. What is
Jessica Jones had a great ending.
Jessica Jones definitely had a great ending. But I'm saying series finale. Like the end of the
series finale. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking series finale.
Yeah.
Just
all right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's right.
But series finale, like I said, Burn Notice is really the only thing that comes to mind at this moment.
God, man, that ending to The Shield still I love it, man. I think it's like a perfect fitting ending.
What do you think about the end of The Sopranos?
I did not like it. I did not like that ending. Like it left, like sometimes I like the endings that you'll be talking about forever. You know, that you constantly say what happened.
I
and stuff
think
like
they
that.
really meant that to be ambiguous.
They did, and I like The Sopranos. The Sopranos was The Sopranos before everything else was The Sopranos, but I did not like it because it left it way too open. You know, like to interpretation. There was like nothing in there. Like I like it when clues are left. You know, like what really did happen there. If you can figure it out, you know, kind of resolutely in your mind what happened, then I'm okay with it. But like it was so ambiguous that I was just like this. It all came to this head. Like I expected like at least a shootout or something. You know, like something like I don't know, something more definitive. But I like The Sopranos overall. I think it's a great show. But
what was Bob Newhart's show?
Yeah.
When basically he woke, basically the dream was he woke up in his original series, and turns out like that whole series was a dream.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was really good, man. No question.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wasn't a fan. Okay. Dungeon says the ending to Mysterious Cities of Gold was good too, an oldie but a goodie.
The ending to Stargate.
Stargate
SG-1. That's what
I never seen the Stargate TV shows. I liked the movie, okay, but it kind of turned me off.
I'm still mad that Atlantis never finished.
Yeah. All right, that's all we got for today.
I'm not familiar with Mysterious Series of Gold.
I'm not either. I'm gonna have to check that out, Dungeon, man. Dungeon's like I'm telling you.
Is there like a good place I could watch Mysterious Cities of Gold?
Yeah.
Makes me think of Curse of the Golden Monkey, though. Is that similar to that?
Is it a Sumatran monkey by chance?
Oh, you never seen Curse of the Golden Monkey? That was a good show. That was a good show.
You didn't get my reference there, man.
Now, should I watch Mysterious Cities of Gold and then immediately watch El Dorado and compare the two?
I'm just thinking of all the bad endings. Like we're trying to figure good endings. I keep thinking of all these bad endings to shows.
Yeah, YouTube.
Like,
you can find
like
them on
Airwolf, for instance.
Oh, fucking Airwolf, man! That theme song
was one
alone.
of the worst show endings ever. Like they fucking blew up the Airwolf in the goddamn end.
The worst show ending would be Hulk.
What?
Why? It wasn't even a show.
They
it was
didn't
a
end
movie.
it in a show. They ended it in a movie, and that was
Yeah, but it was still a series ending.
I don't remember how that.
That was a pretty bad ending. Let's kill Hulk by throwing him out of a plane.
Which would never happen.
No,
exactly. Hulk would.
Throwing Hulk out of a plane would make him mad.
Yeah, he'd just
kill him.
Yeah, he'd kill everything, man. Like I love the Hulk. The Hulk's my favorite character. I used to love that TV show. I thought the TV show
and again,
was
that
really
TV
good.
show was awful because they underpowered Hulk.
They
Completely.
underpowered Hulk because they couldn't do everything with the technology that they had at the time. Plus, I mean, it's
That's
still
okay. They could have Batmaned everything. Just made. Oh, you punched me, and then we'll do
but
nice editing.
Yeah, but dude, like honestly, like the power, like we see in these new movies with the Avengers, like the Hulk could only be done that way. Like there's no way they could have took a regular human and made him do the things that Hulk's supposed to do. But all right, that's all we.
And my least favorite ending ever is Quantum Leap. This is the worst series finale.
Didn't he finally get back?
In the history of shows ever.
Didn't he finally get back to where he?
No. That was the ending of the show. Basically, and it ended with one sentence: Dr. Sam Beckett never returned home.
That's it.
End of the show. Like, what the hell? This is like playing one of those video games that says "Thank you for playing" at the end.
It's not an ending, but it's saying that we can't do these anymore. So here.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is like that show. Like apparently, the reason it ended, that wasn't supposed to be the finale. They expected to get renewed for another year, but they had to make it a finale. And if you pay attention, like they spelled his name wrong when they said Dr. Sam Beckett.
They should
spell that wrong.
They should do a Netflix ending, like do a season of Quantum Leap on Netflix. Why not? I think.
Why not? I mean, Twin Peaks came back.
Bakula still
Dr.
could
Sam
do it.
Beckett never returned home is the ending of Quantum Leap. What fucking load of horse shit.
Yeah,
it doesn't upset. I would be so upset. Yes, I love that show. When he never returned home, I'm like, what the fuck?
Is Star Trek New Generation on Next Generation on Netflix streaming?
Yes, I think it is.
Is Deep Space as well?
It's either on there or on Amazon. I can't remember.
Is it Hulu or is it Amazon? Which one has Star Trek Destiny?
I don't know. What
about the rest of
Anyways,
damn it, I can't remember the name of the show now.
We gotta end. We could talk all night about TV shows, man. But anything else before we end, Eric, or break?
Yeah, is Farscape on their streaming?
I don't know.
I need a refresher. Dungeon Buster says Next Generation had an ending and it was good, and I can't remember what it was.
Huh. Next Generation. I can't remember.
I love that show. I can't remember how it ended. It wasn't the episode where Q was trying to help kill the other guy, was it?
Did it involve the Borg?
I don't. Damn it! I have to think about this one.
All good things.
I need to Google this one.
Is Deep Space worth watching?
Deep Space was good.
I like Deep Space Nine.
To me, Deep Space Nine was the last good
Star Trek the one with
really
Cisco.
Right? Watch Enterprise with the Quantum Leap guy because it was terrible. Apparently,
was that the one with Cisco as the captain? Captain Cisco or whatever. Lieutenant
he wasn't a captain.
What was he?
That was like part of the thing of Deep Space Nine is he wasn't. He was like. It wasn't supposed to be like the regular Star Trek show.
Well, but what was he? Was he like the boss or what? Like,
yeah, well, he was in charge of it, but he wasn't like the captain of a starship. He was
he was just like not a.
I forget his rank, but it wasn't captain.
Yeah, he should have been a captain, man.
You know what? I think
was Voyager any good though? Or was it Voyager just all right?
I like Voyager. Okay, it's mixed, man.
Well, yeah, Voyager was mixed. I agree.
Yeah. All right. That's about all the time we got for this week, cats. Really appreciate everybody in chat. We had a good chat today, and you guys did a good job. And Eric was pissed, which never happens on the show.
Like I'm scared.
Are you like hiding in a corner now, Break? Anyways,
yes.
Yeah. Are you afraid he's gonna spank you?
Well, I wasn't. Now I am.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you, Break. I was talking to Frank.
No, you were talking to Break. I remember it very vividly. But anyways, that's all we got.
I thought you were talking. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you want to like throw your wrath at me, sir? I resent that. That's no. I'm kidding.
And maybe I'll turn into Hulk.
Exactly.
Die from a plane.
Freak 5 says he liked Enterprise was more the exploration.
Wait, maybe he didn't die though. Maybe he fell out of the plane. But you never saw the body, right?
All right, Eric. Actually, Breakman, your plugs first, please. Breakman, are you there? Or did you end?
Yes, I am. I hit the mute button by accident. Fuck.
All right.
I was reading chat, and Freak 5 says I liked Enterprise. It was more of the exploration that the original series had.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't really watch Enterprise, so I don't. I honestly can't really like give a fair opinion on it.
Yeah. All right. Break.
But you can follow me at break_man and break or at RPGrinders on Twitter.
All right. You're not...
And you can play with me on Xbox. It's Break Spaceman.
Yeah, with the space.
Not like a spaceman. I'm not wearing a goldfish on my head. It's just like just blank. There's
Break. Are you not gonna plug your amateur strip night appearance?
Say what now?
What?
All right.
When are we gonna do that Mega Man podcast, Break?
Yeah, when are you gonna do that?
We should, I don't know. We need to set up some like special time for it, but I think we should wait till maybe closer to the
release.
Yeah, when we get more information about it.
To talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Eric, your plug, sir.
All right, you can find me on sites like BostonPastorBrigade.com, TotallyGN.com, VlogNetwork.com, and HonestGamers.com. I write reviews there, and I also have a Patreon. That if you like read my reviews and you like them and you want to support me, you can go there.
Yeah,
search my name up there.
I know I talk about this every week at the end of the show about Eric, but Eric is a really good writer when it comes to writing his reviews. He puts a lot of effort and time, and he doesn't get paid by any of the sites aforementioned, even though we love those sites. Like, anything you guys can do to help Eric out would be greatly appreciated. He works his ass off. He works his ass off for Grinders. He knows his shit. He is an awesome dude, an awesome resource for RPGs in general. He's like if Dungeon is the Gandalf, Eric is like the hard-working warrior. What's the guy, the Viggo Mortensen's character in Lord of the Rings? What? Oh, man. Aragorn. That's it. Aragon. Eric is Aragon. So we got Gandalf the Grey and Dungeon Buster, and we got the Aragorn the Great, Eric. And what would you be? I think you're more Frodo, because you like that's not like a disparaging thing.
Are you saying I have hairy feet?
I think he's saying he likes alcohol. That's what he's saying.
Well, you like alcohol. Not only that, but
so you'd be Gandalf.
You're.
Oh, I saw Gandalf like Dungeon Buster brought Gandalf, and I'm like, yeah.
And MXT would be he'd be
I think
Bilbo.
Like the Hobbit.
MXT would be Schmeagol. MXT is Schmeagol.
The Hobbit was called the Hobbit's herb. No, the Hobbit. What was their stuff they
Mary?
used to smoke?
Mary and what's the other guy? I can't remember, man. My Hobbit training is off, man. I don't know all the lore of the Tolkien universe. I used to know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, I just remember like you
Samwise and
smoking
Mary
stuff, and that's what you do, Frank.
Freak 5 says he would be Gimli. I would venture to say you'd be more like just like the ordinary orc. Freak 5.
Gimli is one of my favorite characters.
You would be like I am not Smeagol. I'm more like Sauron. But I don't get killed.
In a couple weeks, I want to do a free-for-all on why Durden's a shitty character.
No, that's...
No, I'm gonna pull up an article, and then we can talk about it, whether or not he is.
I will argue tooth and nail that he is not a shitty character, but we'll talk about it later. I've read a lot of those books, so I actually know a little. I'd have to dig deep into my memory recesses, which aren't the greatest. But I like the character, but I have problems with that too. Dungeon Buster says, "Frank's, how dare you go along with Freak 5? You know what? You might be demoted. Instead of like Gandalf, you'll be like the tree." That big ass tree. Actually, that's pretty badass. What could he be, man? I'll think about that. You maybe as pretty as Legolas and like as worthless as like Samwise or somebody. I don't know. Samwise is cool too, man. I like the Tolkien universe. All right, my plugs. Of course, Eric. Support him on his Patreon. What else? I'm getting games, guys, and I'm passing games, so I'm really excited for that. Looking forward to the gaming year. Pick up Mad Max. It's really cheap now, I think, and I think it's worth the money now. I wouldn't have paid full price for it, but so much content. If you want content, pick up that game. The movie's great. Fury Road is one of my favorite. I need to see the black and white version. I'm sure that would be fantastic, but I think that's all I got, man. That's it. If you want to catch me on Twitter, at Frank Branches, you can catch me on Xbox Live, RPGrinders, capital R, capital P, capital G, if that makes any difference. I don't know if it does on Xbox, but that's about it for me. Anything else, gentlemen?
Have a good weekend, and I hope you're not suffering allergies like I am because of the rapidly shifting weather here.
Yeah, allergies suck, man. Anything else, Break? No. Okay.
I feel like I should say something.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I feel like I should keep talking. And every time Frank says something,
unless somebody wants to donate me a monitor instead of contributing my Patreon, that could help too.
Amateur stripping, Breakman. That's just the rumor I heard, man. I thought you wanted to plug that, but I guess not. Okay.
No, I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
All right, that's about all we have for you guys this weekend. Until next week, stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out. Peace out, guys. Thanks, chatters. Hey guys in chat, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you. Dungeon Buster, Freak 5, MXT was in there. Who else? Who am I missing? I'm missing Bridget was in there. She made a quick appearance. What's up, Bridget? I'm trying to think. Was anybody else in chat? I thought one more person might have been in there. But thank you guys nonetheless. You guys rock. You guys are the reason we do this show. And we do it. We do it live. All right, chat. Thank you so much. We're out. Later.